linebackers on the outside will be Jaden Habegger and Matthew Flores-Ortega. On the inside, Cohen Heddy and Gavin Schultz. The cornerbacks tonight will be Fletcher Poligan getting his first start at cornerback, along with Robbie Strawn on the other side, and the safeties Tristan Wilson and Daylor Villama. The captains are meeting at the center of the field. Looks like Warsaw will be going into that little bit of a breeze here in the opening quarter. The fake coin toss taking place down below, right in the middle of the big orange W here at Fisher Field. And they are still discussing the options, which I thought would have been sorted out by now, but maybe not. Officials still talking with the captains. Mishawaka in the forms, pants, shirts, and helmets. Warsaw helmets, shirts, and pants, but pink for Pink Out Night. Warsaw has won the toss, and they're going to defer, so they'll take the ball to start the third quarter. Mishawaka will receive the kickoff from Mason Smythe, and they will go from our left to right, from north to south, with the wind here in the opening quarter of play. What do you think, Andy Manis?
Well, here's the thing. We all know the offense. We all know they run the same thing we do. You probably think Mishawaka's got an edge just based on stats, just based on wins, just
because they've looked better.
Just because they've looked better this year. And if we're going to win this game, it's going to have to be, can we dig down deep, play with, not that we haven't, take some extra special, playing with heart, playing with intensity, playing with effort, everything we've got to beat this Mishawaka team, because, again, they're a carbon copy of ourselves. And can we get it done?
Smythe has the ball teed up at his 40-yard line. They're two men deep for Mishawaka, both standing inside the 10-yard line. One of them is Walker Hahn, and the other is their speedster on the outside, Brady Newsom. Again, a perfect. You could not ask for more. The absolute opposite of what we saw a year ago. We see a little different formation here from Warsaw. They're bunched up on the kickoff. Mishawaka with four guys up. Now Warsaw will spread out. Smythe has the whistle, and off we go. The run-up and the boot. It's a high, deep kick, and it will touchback. It'll land 3 yards deep in the end zone. And Mishawaka's down in 10 from their 20. Again, they run the flex bone just like Warsaw, because the guy who coached Warsaw to it is the guy who coached Mishawaka to it first. So Warsaw does know what's coming. They do run it just a little different. Coach Keith Kinder with his own spin on things, as you would expect. The K-band run from the sideline right out to the line of scrimmage, just like the Tigers do to start this drive. Ball in the middle of the field at the 20. Here, the sophomore quarterback, 5'10", 160, but he's quick. Snyder will send his brother in motion. Option play up the middle, and this is O'Neal, and O'Neal will get 3 yards out to the 23-yard line. Wilson and Schultz on the tackle for the Tigers, 2nd down and 7.
Just a simple of fullback up the middle. I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight from both teams.
By the way, the over-under on game time is an hour and 50 minutes.
I'll take the under.
I think 2nd down and 7. Ball in the middle of the field at the north end of Fisher Field at the 23. Landon Snyder, time he keeps it, gets it at the 25, and he'll struggle forward to the 26. That's a gain of 3 more yards. Habegger on the stop for Warsaw. It's 3rd down and 4. And when 3rd down comes up in this game, Andy, Warsaw's got to make a play and get off the field.
Yeah, Mishawaka's probably going to be a lot like Warsaw in the fact that they probably don't punt a whole lot. So if you get to be in a 4th and 1 situation, even at this stage of the field, you may see them go for it on 4th down.
That's why you'd like to see a no-gain play or a negative play here to keep Keith Kinder from even thinking about it. They're going to go an extra lineman on the right side of the formation. Option play come field is the quarterback, Landon Snyder. It looks like he's got the first down. He does. A gain of 4. Just past the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Mishawaka. Their first down of the contest.
We see a lot of this from our offense, and it's kind of weird just looking at it with different colors because it's the same thing. It's a quarterback keeper, 3 yards, 3 yards, and 4 yards, and there's a first down.
First down and 10, Mishawaka. We played a minute and a half. Ball just inside the far hash mark at the 30-yard line. Option play right. Pitch back late. And this is going to be a great stop by the Tigers. They pitched it to Caden Smith on the jet sweep around this side, and Warsaw was all over it. And that's Tristan Wilson coming up from his safety spot, flying at full speed to make that play. Loss of 2.
Great recognition there by Tristan, trusting his eyes, probably thinking, I've seen this a time or two.
Yes.
I'm just going to, blaze up there and make the tackle. As soon as that ball was pitched, that was a great tackle by Tristan.
And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
He saw it and just went and got it. Ball back to the 18-yard line. Second down and almost 13. Landon Snyder stands back for the line scrimmage. Now he goes up to it. He'll take the pitch and pitch it left. And this is his brother Jackson Snyder. And he gets hit hard at the... He'll get to almost the 33-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 5. And it sets up third down and about 7.5 to go for Mishawaka.
Yeah, I like this third and long. If you're a Tiger fan, for defense, hold them that third and long. Again, we've said it many times this year. It's just tough for any offense, especially these run-based offenses.
Mishawaka on third down this season, converting at 54%, which is very good. They fake the pitch. Snyder back to throw, lobbing it down the middle of the field. It's intercepted. Intercepted by the Tigers at the 42-yard line. That's Tristan Wilson, his 4th of the year. He runs it back to the Mishawaka 40. We said the pregame show they would make the ball available. He threw it a triple coverage, and Wilson was waiting for it.
Oh, he just threw that ball up. That wide receiver was the only one running a route pretty much down the field. And Tristan, again, that's a fly ball to center field. He just picked it out of the air and ran it back to the 40-yard line. Great defensive instincts on 2 plays there by Tristan Wilson, making that open field tackle and then making the catch on an interception. We talked about it in the pregame. If they're going to make a mistake, we've got to capitalize on it.
Warsaw starts their first drive of the game from the Mishawaka 40-yard line. Ball in the near hash mark. And the clock will run upfield and run over a guy at the 35 and go down to the 33. That's a gain of almost 7 yards and a first down carry for the Tiger quarterback. Last week, Brock carried 13 times for 97 yards and a touchdown. They marked the ball just inside the 34. So officially it's a gain of 7, and it sets up a second down and 3. One wide out to the far side. Fletcher Pohl lines up as a wide receiver on the near side. Wings on the other side. One of those is Egoff, and he goes in motion. Quick throw far side, too high, incomplete. Pass intended on the far sideline. I think that's Logan Carl, but he's got 88 on, not 89. That's who that looks like. It's third down and 4.
And I like that play call on second and short there. If Quentin could have just led that receiver just a little bit, that would have gone for some yards.
Well, would have got the first down if it had been on target.
Yep.
Third down and 4. Brock again puts a man in motion, and they hand off up the middle, and there is no room to go for the Tigers. No gain on the play. That was Fitzpatrick on the carry. And so it's 4th down and 4, 3.5. Coming up for Warsaw after the turnover. They've got to convert this if they want to have a chance to win this football game.
Yeah, these are the moments here. We on the 34-yard line of Mishawaka, 4th down and short. This is the time.
Quentin Brock under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the pitch. Turns upfield. He's got blockers in front. He's to the 30. Stiff arms a man. He gets dragged down. Out of bounds inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. First down, Tigers. The official made a funny motion there. He looked up like he was going to call a foul of some sort of flag after the play. It's a gain of 5. Warsaw moves the chain. 7:18 left to play here in the opening quarter. No score.
You say that, and I was, as soon as I saw the ref there, I was like, where's the flag? Like, I was looking for it.
He raised his hand above his head like he was going to call a dead ball foul, and I didn't know what that was. Fortunately, it was not that. Warsaw, with 7 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter, has the ball at the Mishawaka 29-yard line. Brock, handoff. Fitzpatrick fumbled the football. I thought he was down. There is no signal, and it's going to be a fumble, and the Cavemen have recovered. Fitzpatrick on the simple handoff up the middle. The ball came free, and Mishawaka gets the ball back with 6:48 left to go.
And I know it's our opinion, but I'm with you, Roger. I think he was down, but our opinions don't matter. There's no instant replay in high school football, so we live with what they call in the field. Just an unfortunate situation there. Yep, there's the official marking. Yep,
it is.
Taylor Villama was trying to lobby that it was our ball stone. I think he's right there, but let's see if our defense can perform again like last drive.
6:48 left to play, opening quarter. Tigers blow a really good opportunity to take an early lead. Mishawaka takes over from their own 28-yard line. First down and 10. Snyder under center. Will hand off up the middle to O'Neal, and he runs right into Brody Heddy. And Brody said, did I say Brody? I owe Cohen a couple bucks then.
Yep.
Cohen Heddy on the stop for the Tigers. Half a yard gain, so officially no gain. Second down, and still 10 to go for the Cavemen.
You know, a couple things that I didn't think of in the pregame. Maybe since we mimic each other so much on offense, we've seen this a couple times already, a couple different wrinkles that we've shown to each other that we typically don't do, like the slant pass there.
Yeah.
Even on QB's first down, the run across the right side there.
Second down, almost the full 10. Snyder takes a long look around at the Tiger defense. Sends Jackson in motion, pitches to him. It's a low pitch, and he has to fall on it. It's still rolling around loose back there. Did Jackson come up with it? Jackson Snyder did come up with it. Back inside the 25-yard line, back to the 24. So that's a loss of 6 yards on the play. It sets up third down and 14, almost 15. So mistake from the Mishawaka offense.
Yeah, and that was just a low pitch, tough to handle there. And it's tough to catch anything low like that when you're running full speed. You almost have to stop and catch the ball. Even if he wouldn't have fumbled that, I don't see that play going for very many yards just because of the low pitch.
Well, I think the pitch was low, and there were Warsaw defenders out there waiting for him.
Yep.
He's lucky to get that ball back. From the 24, option play right. Snyder spins away from Hobbecker, but there are two other Tigers right there to bring him down. It's another loss back to the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 more yards. It's fourth down and 16, and Mishawaka will send out the punt team.
Boy, Taylor Villama there was like a heat-seeking missile.
Oh.
He read that as soon as that ball was snapped, and he came unblocked to make that tackle.
Blake Vandenberg is the punter for Mishawaka. He's standing at the 10-yard line. He averages about 40 yards a punt. And Tristan Wilson is back here standing at his own 44-yard line. Vandenberg has the wind at his back. Good snap. No rush. Kick is away. It's a wobbly spiral. Wilson will call for a fair catch and make it at the 37-yard line. So Warsaw gets the ball back after a 3-and-out by Mishawaka. 4:35 left to play here in the first quarter. Andy Manis, and we're still scoreless.
So the games that we've seen, we've seen Warsaw come out flat. We've seen them come out discombobulated, and I know we fumbled on that last drive. Still not convinced it was a fumble. Oh well, but man, our defense so far tonight has stepped up beautifully, and let's see what our offense can do this drive and see if we can march that ball down.
Brody Duncan back in the game at fullback for the Tigers. First down and 10 for Warsaw from their own 43. And again, Mishawaka crowds the line of scrimmage. Option play right. Duncan gets it up the middle, and he'll struggle across the 40 and be dragged down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4 for the junior running back for the Tigers. Michael Schenk says he's better, but not good enough to start doing football things yet. So Tigers still shorthanded in that area. They will continue to do the best they can with the 3 guys they got. Duncan is the starter. He's been the starter in every game so far this season. Second down and 6. Brock takes a hard count, hands off Duncan again up the middle, and across the 45 to the 46. He gets 4 more yards, sets up third down and 2 for Brody Duncan. 47 carries for 215 yards and a touchdown through the first 6 games of the season. 32 coming up for Mishawaka, who as we said, has a 3-4 front, but they're out. Oh, my goodness. Look at where they put the ball. They put the ball back. Oh, my goodness. Look at where they put the ball. They put the ball back at the 47-yard line. That ends up being a loss of 3 on the play. He clearly got back to the 45, and forward progress should have given him that, but it's second down and 13. Play clock at 15. Tigers now will work their way toward the line of scrimmage as the play clock gets to 10. Quentin Brock under center. Egoff goes in motion. They take the pitch. Brock looking down the field, going to take off and run. 50, 45 to the near sideline, 35. He's down near the 30-yard line. Quentin could have thrown that ball, but he realized that there was nobody watching him, and so Andy, he took off, and he gets a big run all the way to the Mishawaka 31-yard line. That's a gain of 16 yards and a first down for the Tigers.
Isn't that probably, looking back, that probably was the wise course of action there? We had 3 receivers, on kind of curl-in routes towards the middle of the field. Probably could have made a completion there, but trust his legs, and boy, you saw some speed there from Quentin.
Well, anybody who's played in the backyard and run left and try to throw right knows that's a difficult throw to be accurate on. He can certainly use his legs to get first downs, and he did right there. From the 31, dunk it up the middle, slides across the 30. I don't know how he got past the line of scrimmage because there were 2 Mishawaka players right there, but he did get to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3, and it sets up second down and 7. Opening quarter, 1:50 left in it. Each team has turned the ball over once. Mishawaka has punted once. The Tigers have it for the second time, looking for the lead. Cole is the only receiver in this format. He is way out to the right with the ball on the left hash mark. Brock under center. Again, he'll keep it. He'll pitch it back to Reed with blockers. 20 to 15. Cuts back at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! No flags this time, and it's a Tiger touchdown. Tucker Reed is into the end zone, his 6th rushing touchdown of the year, and Warsaw has the lead 6-0.
Great blocking on the left side of that offensive line. Nobody there for Mishawaka. As soon as Quentin Brock, pitched that ball, there was wide open turf and great running. Great running there and score a touchdown. Make it 6-0 Warsaw.
Smythe for the point after. If you're wondering, and I had to look it up to be sure, the 2 block kicks count against his total. So he has 2 extra point misses this season, and now has ruined his perfect year on extra points. Low snap. Spot is down by Villama, and the kick is up, and it is good. Warsaw 7, Mishawaka nothing. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Whoa, what's that?
Oh, that's Bearded Bigfoot.
The Bearded what?
The Bearded Bigfoot detailing team. I called them to help clean up our car after a long road trip. Phil and his team took care of our interior and exterior. They also handle ceramic coatings, paint correction, and so much more. Our car looked fresh off the lot. And now they clean up big rigs, trucks, tractors, big and small. Bearded Bigfoot, he'll detail them all.
Call Dylan and his team today at 574-551-4700. Or find them on Facebook for a quote today at Bearded Bigfoot Detailing.
LS Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Hurry in for season-ending prices with 0% financing on all new EasyGo and Mad Jack's carts through Sheffield Financial, LLC. Plus, get at least $1,000 off all 2024 new Mad Jack's carts. Go in and find out all of the great deals on new and used golf carts. LS Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner.
Now, back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger Grossman, Andy Manis, Austin Elders here doing stats for us again tonight. Warsaw with the lead, 7-0 on a 27-yard pitch from Quentin Brock to Tucker Reed, who ran it around the left side. Beat the one guy he had to beat on the outside, got 2 blocks that freed him up for the rest, and he makes it 6-0 and Smythe for the extra point. And now Smythe with his 2nd touchback of the opening quarter. And Mishawaka will have to once again start from the 20-yard line.
Boy, our defense has played those 2 drives, but for Mishawaka, defense has played really well so far. Look for them to keep that going on this third drive for Mishawaka. And what a response from Tiger offense.
Yes, sir. Yes, after they fumbled the ball in their first, and you're just like, oh, here we go again.
Right.
But nobody in that offensive huddle was saying that.
No, just great blocks. I'm not saying you or I could have made that run, but there was no Mishawaka caveman even close.
I might have scored if I had a bicycle.
Maybe.
From the 20, ball in the middle of the field. Mishawaka operating from north to south, from our left to right here in the opening quarter, which has 1:22 left in it. And they will hand off to O'Neal up the middle, and he'll spin past the 25 and out to the 26-yard line. When I've watched him run in the film that I've been able to see, he rarely gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And if you let him get beyond the defensive lineman, he is trouble.
Yeah, he's tough to take down.
Because he leans forward, and he always feels like he gets extra 2 yards or 3 yards at the end of it. Second down and 4 after a 6-yard gain for the Mishawaka fullback. Snyder. Wings on either side. And they will run O'Neal. No, it's a quarterback keeper. That's a first down as Landon Snyder gets across the 30 out near the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 8 for the Mishawaka signal caller. That's a first down. Again, Mishawaka had Fisher brothers as quarterbacks for 6 years. And they were both really, really good. One went to Notre Dame as a preferred walk-on. Not sure where little brother went to. But I bet he's playing football somewhere. First down to 10, Mishawaka. Tigers up 7-0, 20 seconds left in the opening period. On the counter, up the middle, Jackson Snyder got around a blocker, got around another. He's the 40, 45. He'll be chased across midfield and knocked out of bounds into the Mishawaka bench. And he'll be marked out at the 41-yard line with 8 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
It's a little misdirection there by Mishawaka. And we run that, well,
we
not a lot. That counterplay is really effective because you're used to that option just going one way. When you get that misdirection going the other way, and that guard and tackle pulling, leading the way, that can lead to some yards, and it led to some yards there for Mishawaka.
8 seconds left in the quarter. The ball went out of bounds, so the clock will start on the snap.
Well, the ball did. Cohen had he pushed him out.
Well, I didn't say he went out on his own.
Cohen forced him.
Yeah, he did. Landon Snyder sends a man in motion, and flags fly. Delay of game as the play clock went down to 0. And our first penalty of the night will be against the visitors, a 5-yard walk-off for delay of game, and that'll move the ball back to the 46-yard line. And Bart Curtis is out past the numbers to yell something to one of his defensive players. Mark Curtis, since he's been in Warsaw, has not lost 3 games in a row. He's only lost 2 games in a row twice, including the 2-game losing skid they're on right now. Snyder. And now whistles and flags fly again. And it looks like it's illegal procedure against Mishawaka again. It is. 5 more yards will back them up on their side of the 50.
The right tackle, 72, clinched.
Interesting, the back judge, the guy who's literally 25 yards from the ball, is the one who blew his whistle and threw his flag.
The referee 8 yards away didn't see it.
He didn't see it.
It definitely was a false start, though.
The ball back to the Mishawaka 49, first and 20. With 8 seconds left. It's going to take longer to run these 8 seconds off than it has the whole rest of the quarter. Snyder will, again, take a look around, put his mouthpiece in, send a man in motion, option play right. They're going to pitch it back to him. It's Smith. He gets hit at the 50 and goes down at the Tiger 48. That's a gain of 3, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Warsaw 7, Mishawaka nothing. We start quarter 2 after this on News Now Warsaw.
Ellitt's Heating and Air Conditioning is now partnering with Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, providing you with heating, air conditioning, and plumbing service and installation. For over 40 years, they have built the trust in our area to keep your home feeling great.
This is Elizabeth from South Whitley. We hired Elliott to do a complete install in our home. They did a fantastic job and are amazing to work with. We recommend them to everyone.
Trust and have confidence in using the local folks looking out for you. Elliott's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, now partnering with Flowtech.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is the W.R. Hall Insurance Group. Hi, this is Mike Hall. My family's 100-plus years in business are more than just a milestone. We've been building trust for over a century by serving the needs of local clients to the best of our abilities. We offer the best quality service that comes with the experience and industry insight by providing home, auto, business, farm, and life insurance. Let us at W.R. Hall Insurance Group find out if auto owner's insurance makes sense for you. Simple, human sense.
This is the Warsaw Tigers Sports Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
Each team with a turnover in the first quarter. Warsaw is able to score a touchdown after a Mishawaka punt. Cavemen facing second down and 17 from the Tiger 48-yard line as we start quarter number 2. Mishawaka with the ball on the far hash mark. That's the side closest to their bench. Right side of the field is the near side. Handley is out here one-on-one on the near side against Fletcher Pohl, who gets the start tonight at cornerback with the injury to Carson Chisholm, which looks like it could be a long-term injury. Landon Snyder, offensive pitch to the right, to the left side. Jackson Snyder out in front, 40, 35, 30, 25, and knocked out of bounds on the near sideline. Now let's see how far they go. Down to the 20-yard line, down to the 19-yard line. That is a 29-yard gain for Jackson Snyder around the left end, and we saw that a lot last week in their game against Northridge.
Their left split end, number 5. Might have gotten away with a little hold there, but neither here nor there.
Well, the Tigers didn't have anybody out there. Just like on Tucker Reed's touchdown, Warsaw's lucky that didn't end up in the end zone. From the 19, Mishawaka in the red zone. On the near hash mark, and they'll hand off to O'Neal, and he runs the right and gets around 1, gets around 2, got a block downfield, and a touchdown saving play by Robbie Strawn. Brings him down at the 14-yard line. Ends up being only a gain of 5. Actually 4. They put him down at the 15. That could have been a lot worse.
Well, if Robbie doesn't make that tackle, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
You're right, a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Gain of 4 officially. Second down and 6. Ball in the 15 now. Back on the right hash mark. Snyder with O'Neal behind him. Wings on either side. Wide receiver out to the right side. And they have 2 extra linemen in. Snyder, option play. Hands off up the middle, O'Neal, and he got nowhere. Gabrich was the first guy in there, and he had help from Habegger and also from Ramirez in on defense. Third down and 6 coming up for the Cavemen. They are certainly capable of making a field goal from this distance. However, that is not built in their DNA. They're touchdown-making people. It's third down and 6. Ball inside the far hash mark. And now we have whistles, and Warsaw wants timeout, and they get it. 10-10 left to play in the half. Warsaw leads 7-0. Back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
This is the lesson of Sleepy Boy.
Oh, here comes Chuck.
Man, he looks terrible.
I lost my head.
What happened?
I was tired and not thinking clearly when I took out my auto loan.
Man, you gotta be careful or you're gonna pay too much. There's interest rates you gotta
I know! Man, y'all need to chill out. You got the dogs barking and everything.
Well, he needs to get his head back.
He needs R&B Car Company.
RBCarCompany.com.
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Hi, this is Brent Reinhold. When you come into Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, you get a whole lot more than just furniture. You also get ideas, and with the help of our experienced staff, you can expect answers. We'll spend time working with you and do our best to help find exactly what you need from companies like Lazy Boy, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers of Bern. It boils down to this. At Reinhold's, we treat people the way we like to be treated. I'd like to invite you in to see the difference. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Tiger Talk, presented by R&B Car Company. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on News Now Warsaw.
Pink out night here at Fisher Field tonight. Most of the students in pink. football players all have pink socks. Warsaw Police Officer Brandon Zartman up here in the press box. He's got a pink badge on today. That's pretty cool. After the timeout, Warsaw's first. 10-10 left to play. First half, Warsaw leads Mishawaka 7-0. Third down and 6 from the Tiger 15. Snyder did what Drew Sullivan's so good at. Looked like he was going to snap the ball and then stood up, and they reset the play. Probably changed the play. Snyder, option play right, late pitch back. This is Smith, and Caden Smith turns upfield. He's got the first down and more. He's down inside the 5-yard line, and he's down to the 1-yard line. First and goal of Mishawaka.
There's that option play, this time to the right. And they executed that well, and now they have first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Clock stops while they get everybody set up down near the goal line. 10:04 left to play. Now the clock will wind again as Smith was tackled in bounds. First and goal from the 1, ball on the right hash mark. Right side of the field is the near side as we observe things. Landon Snyder under center, pitches back. Jackson Snyder turns upfield and walks into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Mishawaka. They're on the board, an extra point away from tying the game with 9:49 left to play here in the half. And the last part of that drive, Andy, was too easy.
Yeah, they blocked well. You know, it's something we talk about our Tigers a lot too. Is, you know, when we are executing at a high level, we block well. Mishawaka, that drive blocked extremely well. Maybe a little too well in that one play I was referring to earlier, but take your hat off to the game men there. They executed.
Extra point coming up here from Vanderburg. He's 19 out of 24 in extra points this season. Snap, spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Mishawaka's tied the game with 9:49 left to play in the half. It's 7-7. We're back in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. As football season approaches, smart players do their best to protect themselves from the possibility of injury. In our lives, we can't always do that, but we run the risk every day of being injured by the negligence of another person. If you've been injured in an automobile accident, a fall, or for any other reason which appears to be the fault of someone else, Rock Hill Pinnock can advise you on your legal rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 574-267-6116 for an appointment to make sure your rights are protected. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bobcat of Warsaw is back for another great year of high school football. The young men playing under the lights on Friday night have worked very hard all summer long and are ready for another great season. Just like those players, your Bobcat, X-Mark, and Cub Cadet equipment have gotten you through the heart of the yard work season. Reward your equipment by bringing it to us for a tune-up. Doing so, your machine will be able to finish strong the rest of the season. So with the hard work out of the way, let's fill the grandstands and support the players and coaches as they perform on the gridiron. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Tiger football.
Booyah! If it's urgent and you need it now, it's on News Now Warsaw.
Mishawaka goes 80 yards in 3 minutes and 33 seconds to tie the game. 1-yard run by Jackson Snyder. For Jackson, that's his 5th touchdown run of the season. Mishawaka will now kick off. Vanderburg with the ball teed up on the near hash mark at the 40. Tigers with Reed and Wilson back deep. Again, Mishawaka kind of bunched up here on this sideline. And the jog to it, and Vanderburg will kick it high, and this is returnable. And this could be Reed on the fly at the 18-yard line. 20, he's the 25, he's out to the 30 where he gets stood up. Oh, the play dead, fellas. He's not going to go any farther. He got to the 31-yard line. That's where Warsaw takes over. First down and 10 with 9:40 left to play in the half in a tie game.
So we punched Mishawaka in the mouth to start the game off, and then they responded in kind. Let's see how we can respond. I have a feeling it's going to kind of be like a heavyweight boxing bout here. We got to punch in, they got to punch in. How will we respond to a pretty efficient Mishawaka drive?
Ball in the near hash mark at the 31. Quentin Brock at quarterback for the Tigers again this week. Drew Sullivan hopes to be ready to go for next week. Brock under center, sends a man in motion, and they hit off up the middle. There's a huge hole, and Brody Duncan runs right down the middle of the field to the 40-yard line. They were looking for the pitch all the way, Andy, and the fullback for the Tigers gets 9 yards and a first down carry.
Another great feint by by Quentin there, carrying out his fake, because I thought he was going to pitch the ball, but it's hard to pitch the ball when you don't have the ball. And great interior blocking by the two guards in center for Warsaw.
There were two cavemen who ran right past him as he carried the ball down the field. 2nd down and 1. Ball just inside the near hash mark. Wings on either side. Egoff is on the far side. And here he comes in motion. Again, it's second to the middle. Huge hole again. 45 to the 50. I think there's going to be a face mask flag coming in here against Mishawaka. And we have an injured Tiger as well. I think that's Chase Carl that's down on the turf. Mark Curtis listens into the conversation. He wants to know what the flag is for. Although Warsaw's backing up, and Mishawaka is walking off the field. Oh, it's holding against the Tigers. Did they miss the face mask penalty? Duncan got his head snapped backwards. What an unfortunate situation for the Tigers. And the training staff comes out on the field. How could you miss that? Holy mackerel. So a 15-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 30-yard line. And you still have a Tiger down. So it's going to be 2nd down and 6. But the concern right at this moment is Logan Carl down there on the field right at the midfield stripe. And there are 2 athletic trainers out there, and they are working on his right ankle.
2 of the best in the area.
He got twisted around in that pile, right? There was, when Brody got to the 50, he's down there trying to block for that, for Brody. And he had a guy run into him from behind and a guy from the side, and
there we go.
And he is up, and he is not going to put any weight on that ankle. So another injury for the Warsaw Tigers. We're getting down to a point where almost there's some guys are going to play on Friday who didn't think that they'd be playing on too many Fridays. Pull back in there as a wideout. Again, this is jersey number 88. If you're looking in your program for 88, there isn't one. The helmet says 89. And that's our backup system to know who that is. They don't change helmets. So after the 15-yard penalty, the ball comes back to the 35. It's 2nd down and 6. Brock is going to change the play. Audible at the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 8. He's got plenty of time. Takes the snap, and he'll hand off to Duncan. And Duncan won't get very far. And a lot of wrestling and pushing after the play. No gain, 3rd down and 6.
That exchange didn't look particularly good. I thought that ball might have popped out there. Thank goodness it didn't.
Well, when Quentin changed the play, there was still some uncertainty there about what was really going on.
Yep.
And Quentin was looking over at the side, then all of a sudden he ducked under, I think because he thought the play clock was going to run out. 3rd down and 6. Warsaw on 3rd down this season, 44%. If they can get this down to 2 or 3, they might go for it. 7:54 left to play, first half, tied at 7. Option play, Brock. Oh, he looked left and then faked it and ran forward and tripped over his own guy. Got a yard of the 36, and that's it. It's 4th and 5, and the Tigers send out the punt team.
Yeah, that was I went this way, you went that way.
Yeah,
some miscommunication there.
Yeah, he had nobody over there. So they'll have to talk about that on the sidelines. Mason Smythe, the punt. 10 yards, or 10 punts this season, an average of 32.9. Mishawaka with 2 guys back deep. Good snap back. Smythe puts a good foot into it. He's got the win. It's a beautiful kick. Newsom calls for the catch, fair catch, and lets it go. Inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and all the way down to about the 6-yard line. Wow. Good kick for Mason Smythe. 7:01 left to play in the half. Mishawaka takes the ball in a 7-7 game.
Boy, if I'm doing my math right, that was a 57-yard net punt. 59. Wow.
We'll take that.
I'm not sure why that Mishawaka defender didn't at least make a fair catch.
He waved fair catch, and then at the last second,
let it go.
He backed out of it.
We'll take it.
Mishawaka ball at their 7-yard line, looking for the lead for the first time in the game. This offense doesn't worry too much about where it's at on the field. It's going to operate the way it sees fit. Snyder under center, sends his brother in motion, hands off up the middle, and a dive across the line of scrimmage by Caden O'Neill. Gets him 2 yards to the 19, second down and 8. Coming up at halftime, we'll give you the first half scoring, 2 minutes of local news from Dan Spalding, catch you up on what's been going on today. Then we'll give you scores from other games that Steve has been working on. Concord's up 21-0 on Goshen. Northridge leads Wawasee 7-0 in the first. Steve will have all kinds of scores for us. Although I'm guessing we'll be the only team at halftime by the time we get to halftime. Late pitch back. Jackson Snyder turns up field 10 with a blocker. 20, 25-yard line and tackled on the near sidelines as he went out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's a 17-yard gain for Jackson Snyder, and they continue to work the edges of the Tiger defense.
Yeah, that was a great pitch there by their quarterback, because that ball just came rocketing out. It was a great catch by the running back, turned it into a nice game.
Those two are brothers, so they've done that before. They probably do that like at Christmas time in the backyard in the snow.
Yeah.
First down, Mishawaka from their 26. A backwards pass the far side for Jackson Snyder, trying to get to the outside, and he does, across the 30-yard line. And they're going to mark him out near the 33-yard line, so there's 7 more yards. That's actually a running play, Austin.
Yep.
That pass was clearly backwards. And that makes it a running play. It's second down.
Let's see if our defense can stiffen up here as Mishawaka gets close to midfield.
2nd and 3, 6:08 left to play here in the first half. Warsaw took the lead on a 27-yard Tucker Reed touchdown run. And a 1-yard run by Jackson Snyder gets the Cavemen even, and there's a fake handoff. Snyder is tackled from behind the line of scrimmage back at the 32-yard line. A loss of, actually where they put it is at the 31. So it's a loss of 3 yards, and it sets up 3rd down and 5.
Great pursuit there by the linebackers for Warsaw. Let's see if we can do it one more time and get our offense back on the field.
They are putting ice on Logan Carl's ankle, so he looks like he's done for the evening. 3rd down and 5 from the Cavemen 31. Option play, late pitch back. This is Newsom trying for the corner. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, got away, crossed the 30, and then he slides out of bounds into the Tiger sideline. And it looks like he gained 2 yards to the 33. It is 4th down and 3 coming up for the Cavemen, and Newsom's hurt.
And that play that 2-yard gain would have been more like a 15-yard gain if Ethan Egoff didn't fight off that block and made that initial contact. Great effort there by Ethan.
Ethan Egoff is a football player.
Oh, yeah.
Mishawaka sends out the punt unit. Everybody but the punter, and here comes Vanderberg out to do that. And they were a man short, and they'll run him out on the field. Mishawaka wants timeout. They need to make sure they got the right people in the field. 5:22 left in the half. 7-7. Warsaw and Mishawaka back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Sim Financial Advisors have been in the game for over 55 years. Quarterbacking financial planning for families and businesses. Picture this. You're at the Warsaw Community High School game. The stands are buzzing, faces painted, and the energy is electric. And guess what? Sim is making a play of its own. They are covering the cost of all sports passes for every student. So pack those stands, unleash your inner Tiger, and get ready to roar in the Sim Zone. Visit sim.com to learn more. Go Tigers.
Your home for Tiger Sports. News Now, Warsaw.
Roger and Andy with Austin. And Steve back at the station. We're all here. 5:22 left to play. First half. Tigers have stopped Mishawaka, at least for the moment, at the 33-yard line. It's 4th down and 3. And Vanderberg drops back in punt formation. Tristan Wilson standing at his 35, hoping for a chance to get a ball he can handle. Waist-high snap. Vanderberg puts his foot into it. It's a wobbly kick, and Wilson's going to back away from it. Lands at the Tiger 35 to the 30 to the 25, and it's going to die right at the 25-yard line. 5:09 left to play first half. 7-7 the score. Warsaw gets the stop. They get the ball back at the 25, Andy.
Let's see what our offense can do here. We've kind of stalled out a little bit the last, 1-2 drives. Let's see if we can't put together a nice first half ending drive and keep the Mishawaka offense off the field, maybe even score. It'd be nice to go into halftime ahead here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to run this clock off. Yep. Remember, the Tigers get the ball to start the third, so if Warsaw could score here, they'd have the lead and be looking for more as we start the third quarter. Quentin Brock under center, Duncan in the backfield. And they're going to pitch it back to Tucker Reed, looking for a block around the corner. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. The ball came out. However, the play is being blown dead. Mishawaka's coaches and fans thought that should have been a Mishawaka touchdown. They're wrong because the whistle had sounded, and the whistle should have sounded 2 seconds before it actually did. No gain for Reed. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. And Mishawaka, Andy, is sending all their people to the line of scrimmage at the snap. The back end of the field is open.
Yep. Confident that Coach Michael Curtis up above us can see that.
Quentin Brock is running over to the sidelines. We're going to have a timeout taken. Timeout Warsaw, 4:31 left to play first half. Warsaw 7, Mishawaka 7. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Experience and knowledge lead to success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bid, METZGER.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
When you want the news, you want it now. News Now, Warsaw.
Timeout by the Tigers is their second. They have one left. 4:31 left to play first half. Warsaw 7, Mishawaka 7. The Tigers scoring on a Tucker Reed 27-yard end sweep. Jackson Snyder answering early in the second quarter with a 1-yard run of his own. Now the Tigers face a 2nd down and 10 from their own 25. Mishawaka, by the way, has 2 timeouts left. Probably too early for Keith Kinder to think about taking them, but he might. Quentin Brock under center. And he's going to fake the pitch and take off. He's to the 30. He's out to the 33-yard line. That's an 8-yard run for the Tiger quarterback, and it sets up a very manageable 3rd down and 2.
And I just like the way in this first half, and I know it's 7-7, and I get that, and I know that we haven't been perfect, but I just think we look crisper.
Yes.
We don't seem discombobulated. I think a lot of the reason that we're not moving the ball maybe as well as we'd like is because of Mishawaka, but I like the way we're moving around.
Well, again, we tried to explain Mishawaka is a 3-man front, but their outside linebackers come right up the line of scrimmage. They're almost like linemen. 3rd and 3. And whistles sound before the snap. Warsaw's going to take their last timeout right here. Timeout Tigers on 3rd down and 2. We'll take one also, our last timeout of the half. 3:51 left to play first half. Warsaw and Mishawaka tied at 7. Back after this on News Now Warsaw.
Some things in life are just automatic, like State Farm agent Ott Schroeder, offering great neighbor service plus surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. Actually, if you were to contact Ott right now, you'd find you could have some of those surprisingly great rates and good neighbor service, well, right away, as in automatically. Give Ott Schroeder here in Warsaw a call today. He thinks you'll be automatically happy you did. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW, 1480 AM and W259BJ, 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
3rd and 2 coming up for the Tigers. 3:51 left to play first half. Warsaw and Mishawaka locked in a good one. Tied at 7. Warsaw facing 3rd down and 2, ball in the middle of the field. Warsaw's used all their timeouts the first half now. As Brock takes the snap, hands off right, and Brody Duncan gets hit hard as he got across the 35-yard line, and that means he got a first down after a gain of 3.
And I like that timeout there by Coach Curtis. You 3rd and 2 with that place in the field. Boy, you got to get that one right. You got to get that first down to keep Mishawaka from getting the ball, and that's what we did.
No sense taking a chance, right?
No.
Yeah. 7-7 game, clock running under 3.5 minutes now left to play first half. Play coming in from the sidelines. And Warsaw definitely milking clock here. Warsaw hurries to the line, 7 on the play clock. Now 6, now 5. They fake the pitch. Brock rolling out, going to take off. Gets away from the first man, but not the second. And he gets out to the 38-yard line, and Ben Barine is down back at the 33-yard line, and he's going to need some assistance. Gain of 2 for Brock on the play. And another Tiger is down, and that's Barine, who's had some leg injuries this season. He's played through some of them and been taken out of games early to try to help him along. So I don't know exactly what's happening here, but Ben is down inside the 35-yard line at the north end of Fisher Field with 2 trainers and Coach Curtis working on him. And again, it's that left leg. Next week, Tigers go on the road. They'll be at Northwood on Friday night. Kickoff is 7 o'clock. Our good friend and former Tiger assistant football coach, Evan Frass, now the assistant athletic director up in Napanee, so it'll be good to spend some time with him. Kickoff 7 o'clock. Barine is up and walking off on his own. He doesn't look comfortable, but he's walking with some pace, so that's positive. We'll keep an eye on that.
I think you're right. I think that was just maybe a re-aggravation of a nagging injury.
And that means a new center in for the Tigers. That's Tyler Antunes Brito, who filled in when Barine was absent before. 2nd down and 8. Tight formation here from the Tigers. You have 9 guys lined up almost shoulder to shoulder at the line of scrimmage, the cornerback and the back, Duncan. And again, it's going to be a keeper for Quentin Brock, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 37-yard line, and now Keith Kinder will take a timeout. That'll be his 2nd timeout. He'll have 1 to burn with 2:46 left to play here in the half. Let's take a minute. I was going to wait till halftime, but we have a minute here to update you on Abby Peterson. Abby played at the state finals in golf this afternoon, actually this morning and early this afternoon. And Abby shot a 75, which for the Prairie View golf course is a 5 over par. But she's tied for 4th, and she's only 2 shots back of the leaders. So she's right there in a perfect position to be in the hunt for the individual state championship tomorrow down in Carmel.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That's great. You said she shot a 75?
75, which the par there is 70.
I could probably do that on the front 9.
Yeah. Yes, you could.
Maybe.
Well, she has really managed her game beautifully. Of course, her focus solely on golf now. She is really, really locked in at the state championship. Good day today. She had a double bogey on like the 2nd or 3rd hole. So that all factors in. Warsaw facing 3rd down and 9 from their 37. Brock, quick slant throw. It is caught by Egoff, but he's going to be stopped short of the first down to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pitch and catch for a gain of 6. But Mishawaka had 3 guys very quickly around him when he caught that ball. It'll be 4th down and 3, and the Tigers will punt. The clock is running down to 2:25 left in the half.
And this is a situation where you don't want to do this, but you
have to do this if you're Bart Curtis. Oh, Bart Curtis wants to go for this more than life itself, but he can't take this chance. And he's got the wind. And Smythe had a 59-yarder last time out. He's ready. Good snap. Kick is away. Wobbly spiral this time. It's going to bounce at the 18, bounce inside the 10, and go into the end zone for a touchback. That one hit right on the point, and it had a full head of steam headed to the south end zone. And it's a touchback, and the Cavemen will take over on downs, or on the punt, on a touchback with 1:58 left in the half.
Now let's see if our defense can bow up here a little bit. You know, we kind of let down that one drive for Mishawaka. They kind of just marched down the field. Let's see if our guys can get off blocks, much like Ethan did last time, make some tackles in the open field.
Again, the Tigers get the ball to start the third quarter. That matters. That's another long punt for Smythe. Snyder, hands off. Up the middle goes O'Neal, and he'll struggle across the 20 to the 25. Looks like a gain of 6. Second down and 4 with the clock still running, down to 1:47 left here in the first half. And they'll line up a wide out to the far side. That's Josh Sandy. Everybody else in tight in the formation, down to 90 seconds left in the half. Landon Snyder up the middle. O'Neal with some room, breaks a tackle, breaks another, and he gets dragged down at the 46-yard line. I'm sorry, the 36-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain. First down. Mishawaka goes without a huddle. As soon as the chains are set, the clock will run. Right? The clock is running. Snyder peeks back and says something to O'Neal. Now goes under center. And it's a pitch back out on the right. And this is Smith. And Smith trying to get the corner, and he does get the corner.
Wow. It was a pitch back, and it was a pitch back, and the running back threw the ball to the wide receiver.
Okay, all of a sudden the ball disappeared. I didn't know where it went.
But a great open field tackle.
So that's a pass from Caden Smith down to Josh Sandy. And he's at the Tiger 31-yard line. The clock's still running, down to 57 seconds left to play in the half. Option play left, and this time the quarterback keeps it. Snyder will turn forward and get down inside the 25 to the 24, and Mishawaka is going to take their final timeout with 44 seconds left to play here in the first half. Again, 7-7 is the score, and Warsaw gets the ball to start the third quarter with the kickoff.
Yeah, if Tristan Wilson doesn't make that open field tackle, that's a touchdown for Mishawaka. Just a great execution on a simple option pitch. Running back takes the ball, and there's a receiver running free down the side.
So, Austin, how far was that pass play? 25 yards?
Yeah, that seems about right. Took Tristan a couple seconds to realize what happened, but made his adjustment and just tripped him up.
Ball resting right in the middle of the field at the 24-yard line. The Warsaw band is going to perform, but we also have the Warsaw students have left their spot in the bleachers, and they are going to walk with Dr. Rachel Hoffert, who's the wife of Warsaw School Superintendent Dr. David Hoffert. This is our Pink Out Night. This is our Breast Cancer Awareness Night. And, of course, if you know the story, Rachel had breast cancer diagnosed a couple years ago. All reports are that she is doing very, very well. Last year, she led the students on a lap around the track in honor of those affected by breast cancer, and they're going to do that here again tonight. Second down and 3 coming up for Mishawaka. Snyder sends a man in motion, handoff up the middle, big hole. This is O'Neal, cuts the outside, inside the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 14-yard line. That's 10 more yards. The clock stops when they move the chains. 38 seconds left to play here in the half. And they spike the ball. They spike the ball with 36 seconds left to play. Have they even set the chains yet?
I think the referee didn't mark the play and mark it down for play.
Oh, there was a flag in there. But they're waving off the flag. So it'll be first down and 10 from the 14. Mishawaka with. Or did they count that play?
Yeah, I think they counted that play. It should be second down.
I misunderstood. Yeah. I thought they weren't going to count the play. So it's second down and 10 for the 14. 36 seconds left to play in the half. Snyder takes a snap, fakes the pitch, rolling right, looking down the field, going to take off. Waits one man miss, then another at the 10-yard line and pushed out of bounds down near the 5-yard line. Strawn and Hetty on the tackle. And they're going to put him out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So it'll be third down and 2 with 28 seconds left to play here in the half. The Tigers, somebody's going to have to make a play. What a move. What two moves by Snyder to make Nelson miss and then somebody else before getting the other 6 yards. Snyder under center from the far hash mark. Now pitches back to Jackson Snyder. Looking for the corner. He's going to get hit back at the 8. He stood up. He's snowed under by black and pink jerseys. Back at the 8-yard line. A loss of 2. Clock still running. Vanderberg's got to hurry. 10 seconds. 9, 8. Looking around. Eddie. There's the snap. There's the spot. The kick is up, and it's just inside the right upright. And it's good. The clock hits zeros as Vanderberg's kick sails across the goalpost, and Mishawaka takes a 10-7 lead over Warsaw into the halftime locker room. First half scoring comes your way after this 2-minute timeout on News Now Warsaw.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a lot of know-how to get you to win. I'm Travis McConnell, your pair. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today. Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey, Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office Warsaw.
Browers Furniture and Flooring is the largest furniture and flooring store in Kosciuszko County. Browers' expansive 55,000 square foot showroom offers a stunning selection of luxury furniture and flooring. Whether you're looking to revamp your living space or touch of class, explore the finest pieces that combine style and comfort, and find the perfect flooring to complete your open Monday through Saturday. Browers Furniture and Flooring, 3333 East Center Street in Warsaw.
Don't miss a play this fall with affordable and reliable fiber-fast internet. With Surf Fiber-Fast Internet, you will enjoy uninterrupted service for streaming the big game, watching highlights, or cheering on your favorite teams. Enjoy ultra-fast speeds and free installation for as low as $25 a month with AutoPay. No data cap and no hassles. Experience front row action from home with reliable internet from your local provider. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas. Go to surfinternet.com to learn more and for full offer details.
Welcome to the spa, Mrs. Williamson. Ready for your manicure.
And your beauty treatment.
And your massage.
Mommy, wake up.
Get my shirts from the dry cleaners?
Oh, I knew I was dreaming.
Escape to the spa every day in your own bathroom with an elegant glass shower and tub enclosure. Designed by the specialists at Glass Doctor. All for less than you might think. Visit glassdoctor.com today to receive a free copy of our design and installation guide.
For news, traffic, and weather alerts, keep it right here on News Now Warsaw.
Halftime here at Fisher Field as hundreds of marchers are walking out of the southwest corner of Fisher Field and making their way onto the track, led by Dr. Rachel Hoffert, professor of education, chairman of education at Grace College, with her husband, Dr. David Hoffert, superintendent of Warsaw Schools. And they are taking a lap around this track in their pink outfits. And it's students and it's who have been affected by cancer. They've either had it or know someone closely who's had it. And so it's a pretty cool sight here at Fisher Field right now. First half scoring is Mishawaka leads 10-7 here at the intermission. Warsaw scored first at 1:22 of the opening quarter on a 27-yard run by Tucker Reed. The extra point by Mason Smythe made it 7-0. Felt like Mishawaka was the better team after that. Mishawaka then scored at 9:49 of the second quarter on a 1-yard run by Jackson Snyder. Blake Vanderberg kicked the extra point to tie the game at 7. And then right before halftime, Mishawaka went 80 yards down the field and took the lead 5-yard field goal by Vanderberg, and they lead at 10-7 here at halftime. Great to have you with us on this Friday night as the Walkers continue to make their way around the track. We'll take this break and go back for news next on News Now Warsaw.
Hi, this is Alan Aldifer. Ready to take control of your financial game? Just like in football, we're looking at a game-opening drive or a 2-minute drill for a game winner. At Aldifer Bergen & Company Retirement Planning, we know how to make every play count. Let us help your retirement plan become a winning financial plan. Don't fumble your future. Let us become your financial coaches.
The cold weather is coming, so now is the time to visit Splendor Boats in Warsaw for all their off-season boating services. Indoor safe and clean boat storage, winterization, and shrink wrapping. Splendor can also change the look of your pontoon by replacing that old carpet flooring with new marine-grade vinyl. Redeck over the winter and have it ready to go next spring. Plus, redo your boat's furniture and canvas tops with their canvas and upholstery department. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and soon it's time to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JBC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies to help reduce marketplace premiums. Call John at 574-527-1295. Call with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Go Tigers!
False start, pass interference, offsides. All bad things in football. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
Good afternoon. For News Now Warsaw, I'm Dan. Another school threat has been investigated, this one near Evansville. Donnie Burgess reports.
Wood Memorial High School in Gibson County received a threat from one of its own students Thursday morning just before 10 o'clock. Gibson County deputies are light on the details. All they're willing to share is the student was taken into custody and charged with threatening to commit felony. No one was hurt.
Wagon Wheel Center for the Arts is warning the public of a growing concern and risk of ticket scammers posing as representatives of the theater. The Times-Union reports that officials have heard from more than one person being scammed out of money, sometimes as much as 3 times the cost of tickets for Wagon Wheel show. Result, Wagon Wheel is strongly encouraging patrons to purchase tickets only through the Wagon Wheel official website or by calling the box office. They also advise against buying tickets from third-party vendors such as StubHub and other resellers because tickets are often overpriced. A doctor from Crown Points is going to prison for healthcare fraud. Harrison Silcox explains.
Johan Farley, a physician who ran an addiction treatment practice out of Maryville, is accused of robbing Medicaid and Medicare out of more than $550K. Court documents say he had several patients with opioid addictions who relied on him for treatment. Dr. Farley would only visit with him for a few minutes or not at all. Then he'd turn around and submit claims to Medicaid and Medicare for services he never actually provided. He pulled off the scheme for about 4 years starting in 2016. Now he'll spend the next year in prison, and he has to pay all that money back.
The weekend forecast includes lots of sunshine and highs in the 70s. For News Now Warsaw, I'm Dan Spalding.
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, Crossroads Bank offers a variety of loan options to meet your needs, including consumer loans, home equity lines of credit, and others. Stop in and see them in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Whoa, what's that?
Oh,
that's Bearded Bigfoot.
The Bearded what?
The Bearded Bigfoot detailing team. I called them to help clean up our car after a long road trip. Bill and his team took care of our interior and exterior. They also handle ceramic coatings, paint correction, and so much more. Our car looked fresh off the lot. And now they clean up big rigs, trucks, tractors, big and small. Bearded Bigfoot, he'll detail them all.
Call Dylan and his team today at 574-551-4700 or find them on Facebook for a quote today at Bearded Bigfoot Detailing.
Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Hurry in for season-ending prices with 0% financing on all new Easy Go and Mad Jack's carts through Sheffield Financial, LLC. Plus, get at least $1,000 off all 2024 new Mad Jack's carts. Go in and find out all of the great deals on new and used golf carts. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner. Elliott's Heating and Air Conditioning is now partnering with Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, providing you with heating, air conditioning, and plumbing service and installation. For over 40 years, they have built the trust in our area to keep your home feeling great.
Hi, this is Angie from Plymouth. My air conditioning stopped working on the weekend, and I called Elliott's, and they responded quickly and solved our problem. Thanks for the prompt service.
Trust and have confidence in using the local folks looking out for you. Elliott's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, now partnering with Flowtech.
Give us 15 minutes and we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
Halftime at Fisher Field. The band is on the field. The band is on the field. Warsaw trails Mishawaka 10-7 here at halftime. Time for the first half stats. They're brought to you by Alderfer Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alderfer Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. In the first half, Warsaw had 5 first downs, carried the ball 18 times for 94 yards. That's a little over 5 yards a carry. Quentin Brock was 1 of 2 passing for 6 yards, and so Warsaw ran 20 plays for 100 total yards. Mishawaka had 9 first downs. They ran the ball 28 times for 159 yards. Their quarterback, Landon Snyder, was 1 out of 3 passing for 25 yards, and actually Snyder is not the one who completed that pass. So that was Smith that completed that pass down the field to Josh Sandy. And so they were 1 of 3 passing for 25 yards. They ran 31 plays for 184 yards. Each team had a turnover in the first half. Warsaw lost a fumble, and Mishawaka had a pass intercepted. Tigers were penalized once for 10 yards. It was a huge penalty, though, because the Tigers had a 15-yard gain that would have gotten them a first down. Eventually, they had to punt the football and really felt like they had something going up the middle of the field and were never able to get that back. Mishawaka was penalized twice for 10 yards. Warsaw punted twice in the first half, and Mishawaka also punted twice in the first 24 minutes. Individually for the Tigers, Quentin Brock running the football, 8 carries for 33 yards. Brody Duncan, 6 carries for 23 yards. Tucker Reed, 3 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. And Brock also, again, was 1 of 2 passing for 6 yards in the first half of play. For Mishawaka, Jackson Snyder carried the ball 8 times for 77 yards in the first half, including runs of 26 and 29. Caden O'Neill, 9 carries for 41 yards. His last 2 runs added up to 20 yards each. Again, the big stat that matters the most is the score, and right now Mishawaka has the edge there. 10-7 at halftime. Warsaw gets the ball back starting the third quarter of play. Steve has given us scores. We will get those for you coming up next as the band continues to play here at Fisher Field. Warsaw trails Mishawaka 10-7. Back after this on News Now Warsaw.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is the W.R. Hall Insurance Group. Hi, this is Mike Hall. My family's 100-plus years in business are more than just a milestone. We've been building trust for over a century by serving the needs of local clients to the best of our abilities. We offer the best quality service that comes with the experience and industry insight by providing home, auto, business, farm, and life insurance. Let us at W.R. Hall Insurance Group find out if auto owner's insurance makes sense for you. Simple, human sense.
This is the lesson of Sleepy Boy.
Oh, here comes Chuck.
Man, he looks terrible.
I lost my head. What happened?
I was tired and not thinking clearly when I took out my auto loan. Man, you gotta be careful or you're gonna pay too much. There's interest rates you gotta
I know! Man, y'all need to chill out. You got the dogs barking and everything.
Well, he needs to get his head back.
He needs R&B Car Company.
RBCarCompany.com.
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Hi, this is Brent Reinholdt. When you come into Reinholdt's Town Square Furniture, you get a whole lot more than just furniture. You also get ideas, and with the help of our experienced staff, you can expect answers. We'll spend time working with you and do our best to help find exactly what you need from companies like Lazy Boy, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers of Bern. It boils down to this. At Reinholdt's, we treat people the way we like to be treated. I'd like to invite you in to see the difference. Reinholdt's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. This is the time of year when many of us wave goodbye to our children heading off to college. But did you know there are steps your attorney can take to make sure you're there to help your child, even long distance? Whether you're at that stage or not, at Rock Hill Pinnock, we can help you prepare for your future with wills, trusts, and other estate planning tools. And if you're a grandparent getting ready to take care of the next generation of your family, it's vital you have advice from good estate planning attorneys. Call Rock Hill Pinnock at 267-6116 for an appointment to discuss your legal needs. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
A station you can rely on during severe weather. This is News Now, Warsaw.
We have some extra time here, a 20-minute halftime, plus the 3 minutes of warm-up, compared to the normal 15 minutes plus 3 minutes of warm-up. Warsaw trailing Mishawaka 10-7. Andy, let's go through the scores. Northridge leads Wawasee 29-2. That's in the second quarter. For Northridge, they needed that, right? They needed to see something good happen because not a lot has happened that's gone well for them.
And pregame I said something about Wawasee maybe keeping that close, but kudos to Northridge for coming out and firing on all cylinders.
Speaking of firing on all cylinders, there's Concord. Concord with a 49-0 lead prior to halftime up at Jake Field. And the game that we were curious about, other than this one, Northwood and Plymouth at the Rock Pile. Northwood at halftime leads Plymouth. It's only 7-0.
And that doesn't surprise me at all. We talked, pregame and even last week about the improvements that Plymouth has made, and that score doesn't surprise me at all.
Other games in the area, Glenn and LaVille in the second, tied at 7. Knox leads at Jimtown 14-0. Tippecanoe Valley's getting some pushback from Western. Western hasn't won yet, and they've been blown out like 5 of the 6 games. And Valley's lead is only 3 in the second quarter, 17-14. Other scores in the TRC, Rochester 22, Northfield 0. That's in the third. Northwestern leads Wabash 27-0. That's in the third. East Noble leads Columbia City 35-0.
Wow.
Did not see that coming. Not at all. That East Noble's winning doesn't surprise me. That it's 35-0. Cherubusco leads Central Noble 20-0. West Noble leads Lakeland 7-0, and pens up a field goal on Elkhart 3-0. That's in the second quarter. Let's talk about the sectional draw because we have a couple extra minutes. Again, because of the longer halftime. It's a 4-team sectional, so Warsaw knows that the last weekend in October, they will get a first-round bye because everybody in 6A gets a bye, and just about everybody in 5A gets a bye. Remember, Warsaw's in 5A this year, not 6A. So the sectional looks a lot different. How different? Well, 2 of the members of the sectional are members of the Northern Lakes Conference, 2 teams we've already played, Concord and Goshen, and the other team in it is Fort Wayne Northside. Now, tonight's effort by Warsaw feels much better.
Yep.
You said it in the second quarter, and you're absolutely right. So you at some point, to get out of that sectional, you're probably going to have to beat Concord, and then you're going to have to beat one of the other two also. I think a lot of people from Warsaw hope that they get to go to Goshen for a first-round game, beat them, and take on the winner of Northside and Concord, maybe here at Fisher Field.
That would be a dream draw. Like we were talking pregame off the air. You know, if we have to be on the road, I think Goshen obviously would be the place to go.
And that draw will be held on Sunday night, starting at 6 o'clock. You can hear it right here on News Now Warsaw. And also, 107.3 WRSW will also have that draw from 6 to 8 p.m. Of course, next Friday, Warsaw will be at Northwood. And then the last Saturday of the regular season, the Tigers will be at Northridge to finish up the campaign and then take a week off. And then we'll see how things go from there. Again, it's halftime here. It's 10-7. Warsaw trails by 3, but they will get the ball to start the third quarter. When we come back after these words on News Now Warsaw.
Bobcat of Warsaw is back for another great year of high school football. The young men playing under the lights on Friday night have worked very hard all summer long and are ready for another great season. Just like those players, your Bobcat, X-Mark, and Cub Cadet equipment have gotten you through the heart of the yard work season. Reward your equipment by bringing it to us for a tune-up. Doing so, your machine will be able to finish strong the rest of the season. So with the hard work out of the way, let's fill the grandstands and support the players and coaches as they perform on the gridiron. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Tiger football.
Booyah! Sim Financial Advisors has been in the game for over 55 years, quarterbacking financial planning for families and businesses. And we're not just on the sidelines, we're right there with you, strategizing, planning, and helping you score. With offices across Indiana, including right here in Warsaw, Sim is your home team for financial planning and management. Visit sim.com to learn more. Okay, let's huddle up. Go Tigers!
As one of the leading estate sales companies in the area, Metzger Property Services has decades of communal experience between their qualified real estate agents. Metzger lists and sells all types of real estate at auction or private sale. Whether it's agricultural, residential, commercial, or developmental, there is an agent with the experience you need working for you. For sales or acquisitions, private or auction, give them a call and find out the many benefits of buying or selling real estate at auction. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon, generation after generation.
Fast, accurate, reliable. This is News Now Warsaw.
Roger Grossman, Andy Manis, Austin Elder here at Fisher Field. Steve Scott back at the radio station. Warsaw trailing 10-7. The warm-up period's about to begin. You've got a couple more minutes, pal. So I want you to tell us about middle school baseball.
Middle school baseball is coming along very, very well. The kids have been receptive. The kids have been eager to learn. They've been very coachable. It's everything that I could have dreamt, and we should have started it years ago. Just had, difficulty finding some people to help me run that. And again, as we get closer to the spring varsity season, I will be obviously stepping back a lot from that. But I have trust in these guys to keep it going, and they'll play a small schedule after spring break.
Who is coaching?
Matt Richardson and Nate Setzer are coaching the team.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And about how many kids did you have? I know you had like a tryout day. How many kids showed up?
Well, we have, and again, fall, as many of you guys know, fall sports-wise on Sundays is nuts. So, but that's the only day we can go.
Really? What's going on?
Lots. Fall baseball. You got football. You got a lot of other stuff. So we've had. The very first Sunday we met, we had right around 40 kids. We've had kids miss due to various things, but it's been good. I think as we get closer to late winter, early spring, we'll see numbers back up, and it's exciting to see them. And again, this is why we're doing it, is because we want them to learn how we do things. I'm not saying we do things right every time, but it's good for them to learn how we just do things at the high school level. How we get leadoffs, how we run bases, how we approach hitting, how we approach counts, how we pitch. That's all stuff that we learn. How we warm up, how we play catch. Stuff that they'll all already have in their back pocket once they hit high school.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for Tiger baseball for this. That's a hole in the baseball community here in town that has finally been filled.
Yep,
so
for sure.
Hopefully that will take off and be good. The news is not good from the Tiger sideline. Chase Carl is on crutches. That ankle is taped up. And Ben Boreen has ice on his knee.
Yep.
And so that's also really a bad sign for the Tigers, because that's your center. And although Antunes Brito does a good job at center, if it's 3rd and 1 and you need a yard, you want to be behind a guy like Boreen as opposed to Antunes Brito. He's just a bigger guy.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing, when you need to knock that nose tackle off, a yard like you just said, Ben's the guy you want up there.
Teams finishing up their stretching and warm-ups as we count down to the start of the third quarter. Again, the Tigers won the toss and deferred, so they will get the kickoff here to start the third quarter of play. Mishawaka with 2 very impressive scoring drives. The one that got him in the end zone was an 80-yard drive in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. The one that was a field goal was 72 yards in 1:58.
Yeah.
We don't think about them that way, but the pitch pass really worked beautifully for them.
Oh yeah, it caught us by surprise, and you're not thinking that you're going to see that out of a Mishawaka or a Warsaw. Balls flying through the air. Usually it's as a result of an option pitch, not as a result of a forward pass, but that was actually 2-in-1 play, so it definitely caught us off guard.
By the way, how was supper over here? How did Amy do?
It was pretty good. Now, again, I didn't have a whole lot because I have to be on the broadcast with you. I'd take a couple bites, but the brisket chili was unreal.
Brisket chili, it was white. There was white sauce in it too, right? Yeah.
Well, that was a separate one.
Well, that's a separate one?
Separate one. That's more like a chicken and noodle thing.
Gotcha.
This is the brisket chili, and wow.
It was good.
Hogs Are Wild came in clutch.
Start of the third quarter. Mishawaka kicking off from the 40. Vanderberg walks up, now runs to it. Kicks a low line drive kick, returnable, taken at the 4-yard line by Tucker Reed. 10, 15, 20, flying through the hole. He's the 25, and he's out near the 30-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Starting this drive, they hope will end with them back in the lead.
And you said in the halftime break there, we looked pretty good in those first couple drives, but Mishawaka, you have to, if you're an objective fan here, and I'm sure we've got a couple of them, Mishawaka was the better team after that first drive. Let's see if our offense can put together some plays here and get in the end zone.
Ball in the far hash mark at the 29-yard line. Quentin Brock and company will go to work from there. Wide side of the field is the near side. Brock goes under center. Takes the snap, handoff, turns upfield. He's the 35, broke a tackle, 40, to the outside, far side, 45, 50, 45, 40. Tip ends a man and is dragged down from behind inside the 35-yard line. However, there is a flag down, back downfield. What is it?
That's going to be a face mask. I think you'll be able to tack on 15 more.
Oh, where the referee stopped was way back inside the 30-yard line of the Tigers. I thought this was going to be a flag against Warsaw. It is a 5-yard face mask against Mishawaka. Good catch, Andy. So the ball is downed at the 33-yard line, actually 34-yard line. And that'll walk the ball inside the 40 and put it down at the Mishawaka 39. So great start for the Tigers. You know what, Austin, I forgot your football wheel. It's in my bag somewhere. I'll find that for you. It's the famous football wheel, which helps us on long plays like that across the 50-yard line, figure out how long that play was. 29-yard line of Mishawaka. First down and 10 Tigers. Ball in the far hash mark. Wide side of the field is a left. Duncan to the backfield behind Quentin Brock. And he'll hand it off to the fullback, Brody Duncan, and he'll get good yardage down to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 3. So that was a 49-yard run. He ran half the field. Did Quentin Brock?
Some good open field moves there by Quentin.
That's one thing when we're comparing quarterbacks, and I hate doing that, but when you compare he and Drew Sullivan, he's faster than Drew. Drew is more powerful. He packs a punch. He's carrying about 25 more pounds. But Quentin is definitely faster. Second down and 7. Brock, again, up the middle to Duncan, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Third down and a little more than 5, coming up almost 6.
And you'd have to think here this is 4-down territory for Warsaw.
I don't know. You got one of the best kickers in the state sitting over there, who hasn't kicked a field goal for quite a while, since the first week of the season. Made field goals of 30 and 20 and hasn't been asked to do that since. Third down, and we'll call it 6 from the Caveman 25. Play clock at 6 as Brock goes under center. And he's going to keep it. And he beats a man at the 25 and gets down inside the 20-yard line. He's going to be very, very close to first down. The official on the far side is moving the chain gang. That's a 6-yard gain and a first down for Warsaw with 10-11 left to play.
That's just a tough run. Fake to the fullback. Quentin Brock follows him up the middle. Just a tough run there by QB for 6 yards.
Tigers down at 10-7, approaching the 10-minute mark of the third quarter. Mishawaka has scored the last 10 points. Tigers looking to regain the lead there inside the Mishawaka red zone. From the 19, Holt and Mishawaka had 1, 2, 3 guys move. Offsides, Mishawaka.
Is that one of those ones where the rest say offsides on the entire defensive line?
Yeah, I think so. It wouldn't be wrong if you said that.
No, not at all.
So 5 free yards for the Tigers. Moves the ball to the 14, 1st and 5. Mishawaka with their third 5-yard penalty of the football game. Ball on the right hash mark. Again, the wide side of the field is left. Warsaw with a very tight formation. Option play. Duncan up the middle. Good running room. Down near the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him right at the 10, so that's a gain of 4 yards on the play. They'll bring up second down, and there's another injured Tiger. That is Ponce, who was already beaten up. He's coming off the field. And Cooksey is back into the game for the Tigers. And the Tigers are dropping like flies here in the last 3 weeks. Again, Davis, wing left. Reed on the right. Cole tight on the right. Again, the handoff up the middle, and Duncan's got the first down. Inside the 10, the ball came out, but they're going to rule he was down, which is the correct call. He hit the ground, and the ball popped out. They give it to the 7-yard line, 1st and goal Tigers with 8:47 left to play in the third quarter, and Warsaw trailing 10-7.
And I'm not sure what was said at halftime, but this is besides that very first drive for Warsaw, this is a very nice drive.
Quentin Brock looking over and getting the play from the sidelines. Notice they're not using the board to signal in the plays. I assume that's a Mishawaka thing. I'm thinking about it. They didn't use it in practice yesterday either. 1st and goal from the 7. Brock up the middle. Duncan dives forward, gets 2 yards down to about the 5. And the last 2 off the pile for Mishawaka include Trey Dunning and Brady Hooten. 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
And they brought Grady into the game. You wonder if maybe the fake of run to the fullback and try to slip him in the end zone.
Maybe.
Much like last week.
There's not a lot of room for that play. That's usually a play that you would see farther out in the field, but there's room to run it. Let's see if they try it. Egoff is going to line up out to the right. Not too far to the right, but far enough. Wings on either side. And option play, they're going to pitch it back. And this is Davis, a race to the corner, and he wins the race. Touchdown, Tigers. Evan Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the season. Warsaw has the lead again at 13-10.
Just a simple toss play off the right side. Great execution there by Evan. Great blocking on the right side of that line. And he scampers into the end zone for 6 points. Put us up 13-10.
Extra point coming up by Smythe. After last week, we take nothing for granted, even with the best kicker in the state. Good good snap. Spot is down, kick is away, and the kick is good. 14-10, Warsaw. 7:47 left to go third quarter. Back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the light. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Ott Schroeder, right here in Warsaw, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Ott and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Ott Schroeder, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Get all the big stories first. News Now, Warsaw.
So the Tigers go the distance after the good kickoff return by Reed. Got them out to the 27-yard line. Warsaw goes 73 yards in 4 minutes and 13 seconds. And give themselves the lead back. It is 14-10.
And boy, we needed that drive. What an answer. What an answer. Give up a field goal as time expires in the first half, and you come back with that. That's a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. The Tigers a little slow getting on the field. The official blows his whistle to hurry him along. Smythe with 2 touchbacks into a breeze that has continued on through the evening. Normally this breeze dies down as the sun goes down. That is not the case here this evening. Smythe will hit this ball from the 40-yard line. Puts the ball right in the middle of the X. The 2 guys back deep for Mishawaka, hoping for a chance. Newsom on the far side and Hahn on the near side. And Smythe runs to it. And Bucha, it's high and it's very short. It's going to be caught by Handley, who falls down at about the 32-yard line. So a little pooch kick there, trying to catch Mishawaka off guard, but Colton Handley was ready for it.
You'd have to wonder, we've seen that in the past from Coach Curtis, coach teams. I remember a couple of years ago, we did that on a regular basis and retrieved a lot of those. But you have to imagine Coach Kinder is well aware of the trickeries of Coach Curtis.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Mishawaka on the field, 7:46 left to go in the third. Tigers 14, Mishawaka 10. The K-Men will start from their 32. On the near hash mark. Wide side of the field is the far side where the Mishawaka bench is. Lane and Snyder had a really good first half. We'll start the second half by handing off to O'Neill, and he'll jump over the pile and get 5 yards to the 37. O'Neill came into the game with 87 carries for 563 yards and 9 touchdowns. He led his team in all those categories. And you can see why. Not a big guy, 5'6", but 5'6", 185 pounds. And by the way, we got to deal with Snyder and O'Neill for 2 more years. Those guys are both sophomores. Play clock at 10. Snyder under center. Hands to O'Neill, tries the right side, and he went down in a hurry. They'll give him to the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3, and it sets up 3rd down and 3.
Well, that's good penetration there by Grady Nelson. And who was that? Jaden Aber. Great penetration there.
Hubegger was one of those guys at the beginning of the year. They were really hoping he would be able to step into their role, and he's done pretty well. 3rd down and 3 to go for Mishawaka. Tiger defense, somebody needs to make a play. And they hand off up the middle to O'Neill, and he rolls over the pile. And where are they going to put the ball down? They're going to put it down right at the marker, and the official on the far side, without even looking twice at it, is moving the chains. It's a 1st down for the Cavemen.
Yeah, I think he rolled over that pile and got that 1st down, because initially I think he was stopped short, but a good job on that running back to keep going.
We are exactly halfway through the 3rd quarter. Warsaw 14, Mishawaka 10. The play comes in from the far side. They use a signaling board, much like Warsaw has, but is not using this week. Snyder ducks under center. Takes the snap, pitches left. This is Snyder, and nowhere to go. Cohen heady with the stop of Jackson Snyder way behind the line of scrimmage, way back at the 36-yard line. That's a loss of 6 on a first down play.
That was great recognition there by Cohen. Just sniffed that out from the very beginning. Goes untouched into the Mishawaka backfield, making a great open field tackle.
Clock continues to move down to 5:18 left to play here in the third. Mishawaka waits for the guy working the playboard to flip it around so they can see it. Now he's done that. Ball backed up to the 36. Late pitch caught there by Smith. He turns upfield at the 40. Going to be pushed to the sideline. Now cuts back in field and spins around and gets all the way to the 45-yard line. And they'll mark him down at the 46-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain for Smith when it looked like he might only get 4 or 5, Andy.
Yeah, good effort on the running back there. You know, made one of our guys miss and then took 3 or 4 Warsaw Tiger defenders to bring him down. You still like this, though. Third and 5. I still like that.
Well, we worried at the beginning of the year about the edges of this Tiger defense, and that is exactly the play that we're worried about. And don't be surprised if they run the same play the other way to the wide side of the field. 3rd down and 5. They have to get the ball to the Tiger 48 to get a first down. And Landon Snyder walks up slowly to the line of scrimmage, and now whistle sound, and Mishawaka takes timeout. Timeout, Cavemen. 4:10 left to go, third quarter. 14-10. Warsaw with the lead. Mishawaka 3rd and 5 when we come back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a law degree who has the know-how to get you the win. I'm Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today, Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey, Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office, Warsaw.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and on the News Now Warsaw app.
Warsaw huddling up with their defensive coaches. Here on the near side of the field, Mishawaka doing the same on the far side of the field with their offensive brain trust. 3rd down, 5 yards to go for Mishawaka. 4:10 left to play in the third quarter. Warsaw leading by 4. Mishawaka 3rd and 5 from their own 47. Snyder from the near hash mark. Wide side of the field is the far side. Takes a step, hands off up the middle of the field. He's got the first down, I think, to the Tiger 48-yard line. The official on the near side marks him a half yard short. The official on the far side says he's got it by half a yard.
Yeah.
So that's a first down for Mishawaka. They convert another 3rd down. They've got the ball at the Tiger 48-yard line with under 4 minutes left to play here in the third. Again, the play goes up on the board. Everybody looks at their wristbands. And Snyder will duck under center and go to work. He's got O'Neal behind him. He has Smith to his right. Now looks like they're changing the play. And it's a keeper for Snyder, and he'll get across the 45-yard line. Not going to give him credit to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 4 yards and a first down carry for the sophomore quarterback from Mishawaka.
Snyder did a good job there of willing himself. It looked like he was going to be stopped maybe for a 1 or 2 yard gain, but he kept willing himself, and they got 4 or 5 yards.
Well, their roster says he's only 160 pounds, but he doesn't get hit that hard. Yeah. He just doesn't let you have anything to hit. Back to throw, being chased is Snyder. Running away from Grady Nelson, he's going to take off. He will get to the sidelines, and he's pushed out of bounds into the Mishawaka bench. And they will mark him out at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 4 more yards. Imagine waking up in the morning and Grady Nelson's running at you full speed. That is not exactly a pleasant thought. It's 3rd down at about 2 for Mishawaka.
I was just going to say, could you imagine getting the snap, turning around, and seeing Grady right in your face?
Pretty good move by Snyder to get out of there. Right. And good positive yardage. 3rd down and 2. Snyder takes the snap. He'll hand off O'Neal. He's got a big hole. 35, ran over 2 Tigers at the 30-yard line. One is slow to get up. and he gets all the way to the 24-yard line. That was Tristan Wilson who took the blunt of that blow, and it's first down Mishawaka at the 24.
Boy, that was tough running there. Just tough running. That was O'Neal just lowered his head and took 3 Warsaw Tiger defenders with him. You hear of that truck stick when he played.
One of them he left in his wake. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. Mishawaka marching down the field for what they hope will be the touchdown that gives them back the lead. Jackson Snyder on the wing, questioning his brother about the call. They give to O'Neal, and he's got another big hole and ran over 2 more Tigers down inside the 15-yard line. He'll be close to another first down, short of the first down by half a yard, I think. So it's a gain of 9. And O'Neal beginning on this drive to really assert his physical superiority. 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. By the way, they gave him the first down, so give him 10 yards on that last carry.
And you can't just lower your shoulder and hope that you're going to take out his knee. You got to wrap up his knees. I know it's easier said than done from up here.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
But, man, you got to tackle.
1:50 left to go third quarter from the 14-yard line. Landon Snyder takes the handoff, turns up field, gets a couple of yards. Nope, just 1 yard down to the 13-yard line. Got a couple of Tigers on the stop. Schultz was in there. Got a couple of new faces in there on defense as well. Christian Cullors is in the game on the defensive line, trying to lend support to this defense, trying to help them get off the field. Snyder, play action fake, it's reversed. Jackson Snyder bobbled the ball. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage and goes down back at the 28-yard line. Hobegger's the one who blew it up, but Villama's the one who got him to the ground.
Great pursuit there. Great pursuit by the Warsaw defense. If they didn't make that play, that could have been 6, but great pursuit and a great open field tackle.
It looked to me like the pitch was pretty good, but Jackson Snyder bobbled it, and by the time he looked up, Hobegger was right on his right hip. He got around him, but Villama was waiting and grabbed him by the shoe and would not let go. It is third down and 14. Half a minute left to go, third quarter. Big play in the football game. And we're going to have timeout taken. Timeout Tigers. 27 seconds left to go in the third. We're going to keep it here. Warsaw leading 14-10. And again, Mark Curtis hates taking this timeout right here, but he wants to be 100% sure everybody's on the same page.
And that's the thing, too, as a coach. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do, but you know that you need to do it. Now is probably a great time to make sure everybody's on the same page and the play is correct. You don't need any questions. You want to be crystal clear as you can.
And Vanderburg is capable of making a field goal from inside of 40 yards. He has not attempted a field goal yet this season, according to their stats. From here, it would be 36 yards with the wind. So he certainly is capable of doing that. My guess is they're going to get the ball into the hands of Jackson Snyder and try to make a play.
Yep. And we'll need to wrap his legs up.
Well, we got to get there and make him stop, make him slow down.
For all your Purdue fans, he runs a lot like Devin Mockabee.
Oh, he does.
You know, just seeks out that contact. Knows he's going to probably win most of those battles.
Well, he's not some little kid either.
No.
Right?
No.
Jackson packs a pretty good punch. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185 pounds. 3rd and 14 for Mishawaka at the Tiger 19. And they're going to go with 2 wide outs to the near side and 1 on the left. So only 1 halfback, 1 back. And back to throw comes Snyder. He's being chased out of the pocket. Going to stop. Going to spin completely around. Going to turn around. Has some space. Got a block. Got another. 25. Look out. 20. 15. And gets tripped up. He goes down near the 10-yard line. He gained 9 yards out of that, but he ran about 60 to get it. And it's 4th down, and let's see what Keith Kinder wants to do. Looks like he sent it on the kicker. 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Mishawaka is going to try to get to within 3. The kicker is Vandenberg, and again, according to their stats, he has not made a field goal yet this season. This will be a 28-yard try from the left hash mark. Good snap. Spot is down. Kick is up. Plenty of distance, and it looks good, and it is good. 8 seconds left to play, third quarter. Mishawaka is within one. It's 14-13 Tigers when we come back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Brower's Furniture and Flooring is the largest furniture and flooring store in Kosciuszko County. Brower's expansive 55,000 square foot showroom offers a stunning selection of luxury furniture and premium flooring. Whether you're looking to revamp your living space or simply add a touch of class, explore the finest pieces that combine style and comfort, and find the perfect flooring to complete your dream home. Open Monday through Saturday, Brower's Furniture and Flooring, 3333 East Center Street in Warsaw.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW, 1480 AM and W259BJ, 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Tigers still lead by one, and they'll get the football with 8 seconds left to play in our third quarter. Here's where you got to watch for chicanery, right?
Yep.
You got to make sure that your people up in the front are ready for a line drive kick, a high arching short kick, or even a straight up onside kick. 8 seconds left. Warsaw probably will have time for one play before the start of the fourth quarter. And Vandenberg, I should say, again with a field goal, and that's, according to the stats, his first of the year. And now he'll kick off, and he kicks it away. This will be Reed backing up at the 4-yard line. 5, 10. Up the hash marks to the 20, and he got run into the ground right at the 20-yard line. 2 seconds left to play here in the third quarter with Warsaw leading 14-13.
So this is essentially, I mean, you know we're going to run a play here, but essentially this starts the drive of the first drive of the fourth quarter, and boy, we can sure take this game. You know, this is a game that Mishawaka is not going to give us. It's a game that we want to win. This is a game that we have to take, and right now is about the time where we can go ahead and take control of this game.
They mark the ball right at the 20-yard line with 8 seconds left to play in the third quarter. With 2 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Let's see what the Tigers want to do with this first play, or should we say the last play of the third quarter. Brock under center, hands off to Duncan up the middle, and he'll push forward for 3 yards to 23, and that's how the third quarter ends. Warsaw 14, Mishawaka 13 as we head to the fourth after this on News Now Warsaw.
Stay connected to what's important this fall. With Surf's affordable fiber-fast internet, you can stay connected to friends and family with unlimited data caps, no throttling, and no lagging for as low as $25 a month with AutoPay. With our all-in pricing and price lock guarantee, there are no hidden fees and no surprises. And as a local provider, with customer service representatives from your community, we understand your needs and are here to help. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas. Go to surfinternet.com to learn more and for full offer details.
You see a foggy window. We see condensation between the panes plus higher energy bills. For a brighter day, a more comfortable home, and lower utility bills, have a Glass Doctor specialist install new extended life high-quality insulated panes, all for less than you might think. To see how quick and easy it is for us to replace insulated glass windows, visit glassdoctor.com today.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah!
Now, back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
12 minutes up on the clock. Warsaw 14 and Mishawaka 13. We mentioned earlier that we didn't have Vandenberg with any field goals. He's made 2 in this game. So good job by Andy to catch that and point that out to the old guy. Option play left. Brock looking for a block. Sheds off one tackler. Can't shed off the second. He'll get out past the 25 to the 27-yard line. And it sets up third down at about 3 almost 3.5 coming up for Warsaw here as the fourth quarter is underway.
That was a play off the left side where Quentin evaded one tackler, evaded two tacklers, but just couldn't quite get past that third one. If he had, he would have had enough room for a first down.
Well, the second one kind of tied him up a little bit. Just a little bit. Long enough for the third guy to get there. Right side of the field is the near side. That's the right side of the formation. Warsaw very tight. Third down and 3. Brock runs it left, hands off. Duncan's got the first down as he backs his way across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. And Warsaw's starting to run the football like Warsaw wants to run the football.
That's right. It's especially good against a defense like Mishawaka where they know, I won't say they know what's coming, but essentially they know what's coming. It's a testament to our offensive line and just how crisp we are running this offense.
11 minutes left, fourth quarter. Warsaw leads 14-13. Quentin Brock from the 32-yard line, first down and 10. Ran a guy in motion, then sends him back. He's calling the play from the line of scrimmage. And again, it's Duncan up the middle, and he'll get a yard to the 33. There's some sort of incident south of town. We saw the ambulance that is parked here at Fisher Field for the football games. We saw it leave, and then we saw a small fire truck leave, and now the big fire truck is headed south on State Road 15, which usually means there's been some sort of accident. So if you are on State Road 15 south of Warsaw traveling, expect that to show up either in your rearview mirror or in your windshield here in the next couple of minutes. Second down and 9. Brock, option play. Going to pitch it back late. This is Tucker Reed. Oh, check that. It's Davis. And Davis will get 3 yards to the 39. No, check that. Not 3 yards. How about 6 yards to the 39-yard line? And it sets up third down and 3. One of Evans' things is there comes a point at which he needs to turn upfield, and he slows way down to do that.
But and again, there were 3 caveman defenders coming right at him, and I think he got the most of what he was going to get because I think he turned around and saw those guys, and he's like, I'm going to cut my losses here.
Ball at the 39. Warsaw has to get it to the 42. Very tight formation once again. Wings on either side. And they're going to hand off to Duncan. Duncan's got a first down and more. Out past the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain for the Tiger fullback. And another Warsaw first down.
You get great blocks by the offensive line there. They don't call them the Wild Hogs for nothing. They are just getting after it right now.
9 minutes left to go. This drive started just before the end of the third quarter. Warsaw's already run 3 minutes off. A touchdown and an extra point puts them up by 8 from the 46 in Tiger territory. Quentin Brock, option play left. Again, it's Duncan. He gets hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. They get a yard out to the 47-yard line. Camden Putz, outside linebacker. Probably going to be an all-conference outside linebacker. Makes the stop. Second down and 9.
And those plays are going to happen where you just get a gain for a yard. Now it's time to see if we can't get 4 or 5 yards here on this play.
We'll see if Quentin gets a chance to keep it and turn upfield and make a big play happen. Ball in the orange W in the middle of Fisher Field on a beautiful night, a perfect night for high school football. Brock takes a snap, option right, going to keep it, lost the football, and Mishawaka's recovered at the 46-yard line. Quentin got caught with the ball in front of him, and Mishawaka rips it out. The second Tiger fumble lost in the game, and with 7:55 left, Mishawaka takes over at the Tiger 46.
And that's just something where it's not really Quentin's fault. He was carrying the ball just fine. Got to credit the Mishawaka defender for he just reached in and ripped that ball out, and that ball came out quickly. Now it's time for the defense. You know, you've only got 47 yards to pay dirt for Mishawaka, so it's up to our defense now, because even now a field goal puts them in the lead.
So Mishawaka with a golden chance to take the lead. They led at halftime 10-7. Snyder hands off up the middle O'Neal, and he dives over the 45-yard line to the Tiger 43. A gain of 3 yards. The first down carry for the sophomore fullback for Mishawaka.
And that would be a great time to see if our defense can't get that ball back. Maybe take a page out of Mishawaka's playbook and start ripping at that.
The only pass play they've run since we picked that one off is the halfback pass.
Yep.
So maybe in fact they learned their lesson.
Yep.
2nd down and 7. Option play right, pitching back. This is Smith. He gets hit at the 43, and he'll go down at the 42. That's a gain of 1 yard. Good job by the Tigers to get there. Habegger on the stop, and we have an injured Caveman down on the field. It's one of their offensive linemen. So we have a stoppage with 3rd down and 6 coming up for Mishawaka. Again, tomorrow morning, Tiger Talk, 9 a.m., seniors will come and visit with us. And you say, I have people ask all the time, Raj, why don't you announce on Friday who's going to be on the show on Saturday? Because I never know until they walk through the door. I never know till they get to the radio station who is coming. And so we have an injured K-Man down on the field. He is getting back up, limping on his left leg, and not putting much weight on that leg. I thought for a second he was going to go down. He's trying to get off the field. Tomorrow morning, Tiger Talk at 9. Sunday at noon, pregame coverage of Colts and Jags.
Do you guys still serve breakfast for Tiger Talk?
Oh, Andy.
Well, I mean, I think I remember in the past, you used to get like biscuits and gravy.
We're getting biscuits and gravy from the diner.
I might be over in the morning.
You're going to have to fight 3 hungry football players and a hungry football coach for that. Good luck with that. You're likely to lose.
Yeah.
3rd down and 6 for Mishawaka at the Tiger 42-yard line. Again, every 3rd down play feels like it's incredibly important. 7 minutes, clock running here in the 4th quarter with Warsaw leading 14-13. Snyder with some last-minute instructions for his team. And it's going to be Snyder keeping it, turning upfield. He lost the football. It's rolling around loose. Warsaw thinks they've got it, and Warsaw's got it. Warsaw's recovered. Coming out of there is Matthew Flores Ortega, and Warsaw's got the ball back with 6:43 left to go.
Boy, I'm not sure who caused that fumble because there was a massive humanity there, but they did exactly what we were talking about a couple minutes ago. Let's see if we can't do the same thing that Mishawaka just did to us and just rip that ball out, and that's exactly what happened. Whoever it was, and again, there were 5 or 6 Tiger defenders that were ready to make a tackle, just ripped that ball out, and that ball came squirting free, and that's a Warsaw recovery. It's on 1st and 10 to go at approximately the 40-yard line.
Actually, they're going to put the ball at the 35.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know who was standing right there. In my head, It was Vilma that was standing there. The ball popped out, and it hit him right in the chest. But it was so close to him, he didn't have time to react. Warsaw up by 1, 6:43 left. Option play right block, looking for a blocker. He's got it. 45-50, 45-40. Up the near sideline, 35, 30, and he ran out of bounds. He ran out of bounds on purpose at the 27-yard line of Mishawaka. And I'll tell you, normally I would frown on that play, but he had a defender right there, and he was not going to score, and he did the right thing by running out of bounds.
Yeah, the defender right in front of him to cut off his access, and again, do you take a shot? Do you have maybe the defender coming up from behind him to punch that ball out? Great choice there by Quentin Brock.
A huge run for Q.
Yep. And I like that play call.
38 yards for Brock on the run. 6:35 left to go in the game. Warsaw leads 14-13. Quentin takes a snap, hands off to Duncan, and he'll get pushed forward across the 25-yard line to the 24.
That last play, Quentin, they tried to carry out that option to the left, and he took a jab step and went back to the right with that pulling guard. Holy cow.
You could see that coming, right?
Oh, yeah.
We all saw it coming. And if you used the block correctly, it was going to be a big play. And he used it perfectly.
And James, can you imagine James Ladder coming around that end and that little cornerback?
Yes. Yeah, that little cornerback is 160 pounds.
Oh, yeah. James Ladder is not.
2nd down and 7. Brock, option play left. Again, up the middle to Duncan, and Duncan will get down to the 22-yard line. 2 more yards. and 5 coming up. 2 very conservative plays run by the Tigers. The ball is on this side of the middle of the field, about halfway between the exact middle and the hash marks. 5:30 left to play. Clock running. 3rd down and 5. Warsaw definitely in field goal range, but they certainly want more than 3 out of this. 2 wide outs to the right. Option play left, and it's going to be Brock keeping it. Turns upfield to the 20, down to the 15-yard line. He's got a first down. Quentin Brock with a good run there. A run of 7 yards to the 15. First down and 10 Tigers with 5:10 to go, and Warsaw leading by the slimmest of margins.
Great run there by QB right off that left side. And that's kind of been his staple, that play call right there. Something that he's really excelled at lately.
Here's Warsaw, another close game. Can they finish this one off? The offense has to do its job. They need a touchdown and the extra point to go up by 8. Brock from the 15. Hands off left. Duncan puts his head down, drives it down to the 10-yard line. Gain of 5 for the Tiger fullback.
And the Tigers content just to keep that game clock moving.
Brody's dad, Derek, was a fantastic football player here at Warsaw back in the day. And this is Brody's best game as a Tiger at fullback.
For sure.
This is the first time this season this part of the offense has actually worked the way they wanted to. From the 10, Mishawaka jumped off sides. Mishawaka jumped hard. That was Putz that took a great big step across the neutral zone. The question is that enough for 1st and goal? I think it is.
Should be.
It is. 1st and goal Tigers with 4:09 left to play in the game, and Warsaw leading 14-13.
Boy, that was the chance we could just...
Well, this is a really interesting place to be because you want this clock to run, but at the same time, you don't want to not score.
Right.
Even if you run down to 2 minutes, you don't want to be up by 1, the way the last 2 weeks have gone. Brock is going to milk this clock down. The play clock is at 10. The game clock's at 3:53. Quinton now under center. Runs left with Duncan, and he runs into a pile of white jerseys. And he gets nothing. 2nd and goal from the 5.
And that's okay. That really is okay. Kind of what you were just talking about.
Grady Nelson runs onto the field for the Tigers as a tight end option. Interested to see if Keith Kinder, if they get a stop here on 2nd down, whether he starts taking his timeouts. Remember, he used one earlier. He's only got 2 left. Again, Warsaw can run this clock right down to 3 minutes, leading 14-13. Brock points to the middle linebacker. And they're going to hand off, and it's Duncan again, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard to the 4. Yeah. And now Mishawaka will take the first of their 2 timeouts. 2:56 left to go in the game. Warsaw 14, Mishawaka 13, back in 30 on News Now Warsaw.
The cold weather is coming, so now is the time to visit Splendor Boats in Warsaw for all their off-season boating services. Indoor, safe, and clean boat storage, winterization, and shrink wrapping. Splendor can also change the look of your pontoon by replacing that old carpet flooring with new marine-grade vinyl. Redeck over the winter and have it ready to go next spring. Plus, redo your boat's furniture and canvas tops with their canvas and upholstery department. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
This is the Warsaw Tigers Sports Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
What a game. I'll be honest, 100% honest, and I've always been honest with you people from day one back in 1991. I went into this game hoping that we just didn't get run off our own field. After the way the last 2 weeks have gone with the injuries that we have, I just was really concerned that we weren't going to have enough against this Mishawaka team. Well, we certainly have had enough. The question is, do we have enough to win the game? And right now, Warsaw faces 3rd and goal from the 4 with 2:56 left to go, leading by 1.
Well, we talked in the pregame, too, about on paper how Mishawaka looks to be a little bit better, stat-wise, just the way they've played. But, again, we noted in that pregame, if we can come out with some heart and some grit, and I think that's exactly what we've done tonight.
My sense is that Mishawaka is going to make sure that it isn't Brock or Duncan that beats them with this play. They want them to pitch the ball to somebody and make them get to the goal line. Here we go, third and goal for the 4. Brock rolling to his right, looking, pump fakes, fires the end zone, touchdown! Ethan Egoff! A 4-yard touchdown with 2:50 to go, and the Tigers lead by 7.
What a play call. During that last commercial break, Roger, you called it. Maybe not the person that actually caught the ball, but do we dare put the ball in the air here? And the answer was yes, we do. And Mishawaka wasn't quite expecting it, and Egoff was running wild in the end zone. And great throw and great catch.
Egoff ran a great route.
Yep.
He was wide open, and Brock threw the ball perfectly right into his hands. And now, what a huge moment here for Warsaw. Smythe for the extra point to put the Tigers up by 8. Habegger to snap it back, Vilma to hold it, Smythe to kick it. There's the snap. There's the spot. The kick is away, and it is right down the middle. 2:50 to go in the game. Warsaw 21, Mishawaka 13. Get out the heart medicine, folks. Here we go. Back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hi, this is Alan Aldifer. Ready to take control of your financial game? Just like in football, whether you are looking at a game-opening drive or a 2-minute drill for a game winner, at Aldifer Bergen & Company Retirement Planning, we know how to make every play count. Let us help your retirement plan become a winning financial plan. Don't fumble your future. Let us become your financial coaches.
Tiger Talk, presented by R&B Car Company. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on News Now Warsaw.
65 yards in 3 minutes and 53 seconds. A touchdown and extra point put Warsaw up 21-13. And here we are a week from being in this exact same scenario with almost the exact same amount of time on the clock.
Yep.
And now let's see if the Tigers can win this football game, and how Keith Kinder wants to operate his offense, which, like Warsaw's, is not big on getting big plays down the field through the passing game. Smythe bunches up his kickers, whistle sounds, and now everybody spreads out. That's something new that Warsaw has been doing this week. And the run up, Smythe with the wind, drives it high and deep, and it is 8 yards into the end zone. Oh, we got some stuff going on after the play. Is there going to be a flag? Yes, there is. Putz a little too aggressive with Flores Ortega, and then when the whistle sounded, Putz started to get up and fell down on top of him, and then fell on top of him again. So that's going to cost them half the distance, and Mishawaka is going to have to go 90 yards.
Well, that's huge penalty there.
They pointed towards Warsaw there. That's wrong. He's going to have to change that.
Yep.
Yes, there you go. Don't do that to us. Do you know what's happened the last 2 weeks here? Don't you guys understand? So how to move the ball half the distance from the 20 is the 10. And now Mishawaka's got to go 90 yards and get a 2-point conversion in 2:50 to send this game to overtime. Snyder under center. Sends a man in motion. Fakes the pitch. Drops the throw. Looking deep. Under pressure. Throws it out in the flat. It's caught by Smith. And he lost the ball out of bounds. They're going to say... Whoa. They're going to mark it as a catch and a gain of 6 yards to the 16-yard line. And Warsaw's fans certainly don't like that. Although I don't have a huge problem with it because he did turn after he caught the ball.
Yeah, clearly, I guess all levels are different. Definitely did not complete the catch.
2:43 left to go. Second down and 4 from the 16. Option play. And a late pitch back, and it's Smith again. And I think he's got a first down. He does. Out to the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 6 more yards for Mishawaka. And this time the clock stops with 2:37 left to go.
Quick pitch there by Mishawaka. See if our defense can't blow up here.
From the 22, almost to the 23, where they put the ball. Actually mark it at the 23. First down and 10 to Mishawaka. 2.5 minutes left. Option play right. Keeper by Landon Snyder. Turns upfield at the 30 and is tackled at the 30. Schultz on the tackle for Warsaw. That's a gain of 6 yards. And it's second down and, well, actually 7 yards. And it's a gain of 3. All right, so second down and 3. Clock still running, down to 2:10 left. Back to throw Snyder. Pressure coming for the backside blitz. He throws on the run. Got a man wide open down the field. At the 40-yard line, the catch is made by Josh Sandy, and it's a first down for the Cavemen.
And that's a great reception by Sandy. He just kept 2 feet right on the edge of that out-of-bounds line. Great, and a great pass by Snyder, too. Got to give credit to him. A great pass and a great catch, and then he went out of bounds.
Tiger coverage was very loose. Snyder caught the ball and fell out of bounds, and there wasn't anybody within 3 yards of him. 2:04 left. Again, Mishawaka's got to score, and they need a 2-point conversion, just like Plymouth did last week. Snyder sends his brother out wide, play action fake. Here comes the blitz. He's in trouble. He runs out of there. He's going to take off, and he throws the ball almost into the stands. Holy cow. I've never seen somebody so close to the stands throw it that far. He one-hopped the bleachers. Second down and 10. I'm not suggesting it's grounding. He's out of the pocket. He threw it past the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
It meets the criteria.
Yep.
However, I just don't know if I've ever seen anybody throw it that far out of bounds, that close to the sideline. Second down and 10. Again, the ball on the far hash mark. Wide side of the field is the near side. There's one wide out for Mishawaka here. Back to throw Snyder. Quick throw over the middle, and it's dropped. Sandy was cutting over the middle. Would have had about 8 yards. Dropped the ball. Strawn was the closest defender to it. It's third down and 10. 1:53 to go. And again, Mishawaka has 2 timeouts left.
I think that time that receiver for Mishawaka heard some footsteps, because if he would have caught that ball, definitely would have had a hard tackle put on him.
Yeah, Wilson was standing back there, and Villama was not far behind. They were ready to light him up.
Oh, yeah.
Third and 10. They need to get the ball to the midfield stripe in the next 2 plays to keep the game alive. Option play. Snyder keeps it. Beats Habegger. Trying to cut outside, and he's tackled. Wilson drops him at the 38 or the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2, and here's the game. It's 4th down and 8 with 1:38 left to go.
What a great open field tackle by Tristan Wilson. Tremendous.
1:30 left to go. Clock still moving. They're taking their time. They want to get this right. Snyder needs 8 yards. 1:20 to go. And a whistle. And Warsaw takes timeout. Warsaw takes timeout. Timeout Bart Curtis. 1:17 left. We are keeping it here, with Warsaw leading 21-13 over Mishawaka. You think about how this team has lost football games the last 2 weeks. This feels just like it. And now here they are with 4th down and 8. Remember, at Concord 2 weeks ago, it was 4th and 13 for Concord at their own end, and they converted.
Yep.
And on 4th and 3, they scored the game-winning touchdown with 23 seconds to go.
Somehow this just feels different to me, though.
They played
a different vibe.
They played a really good game.
Yep.
You think about it, they turned the ball over twice, and they're still beating Mishawaka by 8 with 1:17 left.
Well, yeah, and you have to think, if we don't force that fumble, what does Mishawaka do on that play? Or that drive? Do they keep it going, and do they score?
Yeah.
You know, that was a huge play by our defense there.
Yep. 4th and 8. This defense. It took personally what's happened the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I will just tell you that with 100% factfulness. And now they're waving to their fans, asking them to stand and cheer and make noise.
One more more stop. That's what we need. One more.
One play.
Yep.
You can take these and get off the field and win the game. Jackson Snyder Landon Snyder brings his team out. Jackson Snyder, if you're looking for a guy, that's the guy. You got to watch for that guy. Here we go. Everybody stomping their feet, making noise in the aluminum bleachers. Snyder takes a snap, deep drop, looking backside, under pressure, hit as he throws it deep down the field, and it's going to be incomplete! It's going to be incomplete! There were only Tigers back at the 32-yard line when the ball hit the ground, and with 1:10 to go, the Tigers can run it out and win this football game.
Great quarterback pursuit. Gavin Schultz, Hunter Dippin, Grady Nelson caused him to throw the ball probably 3 seconds before he wanted to throw it. And you could tell that the result of that pass, the pass was overthrown by 7-8 yards. Great pursuit there by the Tiger defenders. And that's more than likely going to be a wrap for tonight. Great defensive stand.
Well, I'm saying this just because I feel like I need to. I got to hang on to the ball.
Yeah.
We got to take care of this snap.
Yep.
And the others that come with it. Oh, they're going to run a play. Duncan off the left side gets 2 yards to the 40. Mishawaka's got 2 timeouts. They are not taking one right here. Warsaw can run this clock down to 25 seconds before they have to snap.
Right.
I don't know what's happening right now. I'm so confused. They have 2 timeouts. You take them now and you force a turnover or something happens, you get the ball left, you have some time to do something.
And we'll just go to victory, right?
10 on the play clock. Warsaw's going to take a knee. Now they line up in the victory formation. Brock takes a snap, drops to a knee.
That's it.
And the clock's going to keep running, and Mishawaka is not going to take a timeout. The Warsaw players come running over and hug and high-five each other. And the Warsaw fans rise to their feet as one. The Warsaw Tigers have beaten the Mishawaka Cavemen tonight in Week 7 by a final score of 21-13. Warsaw is a winner, and the losing streak is over. Post-game coverage begins next on News Now Warsaw.
False start, pass interference, offsides. All bad things in football. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and soon it's time to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JVC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies to help reduce marketplace premiums. Call John at 574-527-1295. Call with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Go Tigers!
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, Crossroads Bank offers a variety of loan options to meet your needs, including consumer loans, home equity lines of credit, and others. Stop in and see them in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
What's that?
Oh, that's Bearded Bigfoot.
The Bearded what?
The Bearded Bigfoot detailing team. I called them to help clean up our car after a long road trip. Bill and his team took care of our interior and exterior. They also handle ceramic coatings, paint correction, and so much more. Our car looked fresh off the lot. And now they clean up big rigs, trucks, tractors, big and small. Bearded Bigfoot, he'll detail them all.
Call Dylan and his team today at 574-551-4700 or find them on Facebook for a quote today at Bearded Bigfoot Detailing.
Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts invites you this fall to the widest variety of custom trailers and golf carts in northern Indiana. Hurry in for season-ending prices with 0% financing on all new E-Z-Go and Mad Jack's carts through Sheffield Financial, LLC. Plus, get at least $1,000 off all 2024 new Mad Jack's carts. Go in and find out all of the great deals on new and used golf carts. Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, US 30 East Warsaw, where you are always a winner.
Warsaw Tiger Football on News Now Warsaw is brought to you by The Glass Doctor, Alderfer Bergen and Company, Splendor Boats, Rab Water, JBC and Associates, Crossroads Bank, Bearded Bigfoot Detailing, Elliott's Trailers and Carts, Flowtech, WR Hall Insurance, R&B Car Company, Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, Rock Hill Pinnock, Bobcat of Warsaw, Sim Financial, Metzger Property, The Spectacle Shop, Otts Schroeder State Farm, the Law Office of Travis McCuddle, Brower's Furniture Flooring, and SurfNet. And now for post-game coverage once again, here's Roger Grossman and Andy Menace.
What a football game. What an interesting football season. What a last 15 days for this Warsaw football team. They lose two heartbreakers and then come back and beat Mishawaka here and hold a team that's averaging 35 points per game to 13. 21-13 the final. Warsaw wins. Second half scoring, there were three scores. Evan Davis on a 5-yard pitch play with 7:47 left to go in the third quarter. That was the opening drive of the third quarter. That would be a great candidate for drive of the game, by the way. They went on that drive. They went 73 yards in 4 minutes and 13 seconds. And Davis finished it off with a 5-yard pitch into the right corner of the end zone at the north end. 14-10, Warsaw led after Smythe added the extra point. Then Vanderburg came back for Mishawaka and kicked his second field goal of the night with 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It was a 28-yarder, and it made it 14-13 Tigers. And then Warsaw, well, things got crazy. Warsaw fumbled the ball. Mishawaka fumbled it back. Warsaw went back down the field and scored with 2:50 to go on a pass play. Quentin Brock to Ethan Egoff. It was perfectly executed in every way. The blocking, the route, the throw, all of it was beautiful, and it was a touchdown to Egoff from 4 yards out that made it 20-13. Smythe added the all-important extra point that made it 21-13, and then the Tigers held the Mishawaka on fourth down, and Mishawaka threw an incomplete pass, and that allowed the Tigers to run the rest of the time out and win the game 21-13. It's time for the drive. The game brought to you by Stonehenge Golf Course, a championship course steeped in tradition on Pearson Road. Stonehenge is ranked as the top 10 golf course in the state with immaculate greens, fairways, and tees open to all. Enjoy a Scottish-style links course right here in Winona Lake at Stonehenge. The drive of the game, well, that's easy. Warsaw got the ball up by 1 with 6:43 left to play in the football game. They needed to run timeout, and they needed points from it, and they got both. Warsaw went 65 yards in 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Ended up with that touchdown that we described from Quentin Brock to Ethan Egoff with 2:50 to go. That put the Tigers up by 7. The extra point made it 8. Warsaw won the football game 21-13. Again, that's the drive of the game brought to you by Stonehenge Golf Course on Pearson Road. Final stats are coming your way next on News Now Warsaw.
Elliott's Heating and Air Conditioning is now partnering with Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, providing you with heating, air conditioning, and plumbing service and installation. For over 40 years, they have built the trust in our area to keep your home feeling great.
Hi, this is Angie from Plymouth. My air conditioning stopped working on the weekend, and I called Elliott's, and they responded quickly and solved our problem. Thanks for the prompt service.
Trust and have confidence in using the local folks looking out for you. Elliott's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, now partnering with Flowtech.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is the W.R. Hall Insurance Group. Hi, this is Mike Hall. My family's 100-plus years in business are more than just a milestone. We've been building trust for over a century by serving the needs of local clients to the best of our abilities. We offer the best quality service that comes with the experience and industry insight by providing home, auto, business, farm, and life insurance. Let us at W.R. Hall Insurance Group find out if auto owner's insurance makes sense for you. Simple, human sense.
This is the lesson of Sleepy Boy.
Oh, here comes Chuck.
Man, he looks terrible.
I lost my head. What happened?
I was tired and not thinking clearly when I took out my auto loan. Man, you gotta be careful or you're gonna pay too much. There's interest rates you gotta
I know! Man, y'all need to chill out. You got the dogs barking and everything.
Well, he needs to get his head back.
He needs R&B Car Company.
RBCarCompany.com.
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Hi, this is Brent Reinholdt. When you come into Reinholdt's Town Square Furniture, you get a whole lot more than just furniture. You also get ideas, and with the help of our experienced staff, you can expect answers. We'll spend time working with you and do our best to help find exactly what you need from companies like Lazy Boy, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers of Bern. It boils down to this. At Reinholdt's, we treat people the way we like to be treated. I'd like to invite you in to see the difference. Reinholdt's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
If you want news and you want it now, you want News Now Warsaw.
Final score tonight, Warsaw 21, Mishawaka 13. Time for the final stats, brought to you by Oliver Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Oliver Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Mishawaka finished the game with 15 first downs. They had 46 rushing attempts for 236 yards. That's 5.1 yards a run. They were 3 of 8 passing for 44 yards, so they ran 54 plays for 280 yards. Warsaw had 14 first downs, 9 of them after halftime, 41 rushing attempts for 254 yards. That's 6.2 yards per carry. They were 2 out of 3 passing for 10 yards and a touchdown. So they ran 44 plays for 264 yards. They had 2 turnovers on 2 lost fumbles and 1 penalty for 10 yards. Both teams punted 2 times. Mishawaka also had a fumble lost and an interception for their 2 turnovers. So that was a wash here tonight. Individually for the Tigers, Quentin Brock, 13 rushes for 137 yards, including runs of 16, 49, and 38. We said that Brody Duncan had his best night as a fullback. The numbers don't look that impressive, but you kind of had to be here or you had to be listening or watching on the video stream. 22 carries for Brody, 67 yards. But that's more than they've been getting from that position, right?
Yes.
That's 3 yards a carry, and they'd like 4.
Right.
But tonight, it felt like when they needed 3 yards, he got them 4.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. You got to tip your hat to Brody tonight. He played a heck of a game. And you're right. The numbers don't really pan out. It doesn't really show the whole picture. Again, you have to be here, but he played a heck of a game tonight.
Tucker Reed, 3 carries for 38 yards. One of those a 27-yard touchdown that got the Tigers on the board. Again, Quentin Brock, 2 out of 3 passing for 10 yards. Again, that doesn't feel like a lot. But we'll be talking about that touchdown pass here at the end of the game that put the Tigers up by 7 and eventually 8. We'll be talking about that one for quite a while. And here's Ethan Eoff, who's been asked to play defense.
Yep.
He's been asked to play offense. And he's been asked to be really good at both. And tonight he did a little bit of both. And he was really good at both.
He's been very good at both. And, yep, he was a heck of a difference maker tonight.
For Mishawaka, Landon Snyder, 13 carries for 52 yards. Caden O'Neill, 16 carries for 86 yards. And you had Jackson Snyder, 10 carries for 65 yards. You kept all 3 of those guys, Andy, under 100 yards rushing for the game. Yeah. It's hard to get 2 of them, let alone all 3 of them. That was very well done.
Yep, and I think just looking at the rough numbers, I think we held their because I think they were averaging 322 or some yards rushing per game. We held them almost 100 under that.
Yeah, 236 was their total. So
great job tonight.
Absolutely. Warsaw wins 21-13. The final stats are brought to you by Oliver Bergen and Company at 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oliverbergen.com. We owe you a play of the game. Andy will be in charge of that next on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. As football season approaches, smart players do their best to protect themselves from the possibility of injury. In our lives, we can't always do that, but we run the risk every day of being injured by the negligence of another person. If you've been injured in an automobile accident, a fall, or for any other reason which appears to be the fault of someone else, Rock Hill Pinnock can advise you on your legal rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 574-267-6116 for an appointment to make sure your rights are protected. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bobcat of Warsaw is back for another great year of high school football. The young men playing under the lights on Friday night have worked very hard all summer long and are ready for another great season. Just like those players, your Bobcat, X-Mark, and Cub Cadet equipment have gotten you through the heart of the yard work season. Reward your equipment by bringing it to us for a tune-up. Doing so, your machine will be able to finish strong the rest of the season. So with the hard work out of the way, let's fill the grandstands and support the players and coaches as they perform on the gridiron. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Tiger football.
Booyah! Sim Financial Advisors have been in the game for over 55 years. Quarterbacking financial planning for families and businesses. Picture this. You're at the Warsaw Community High School game. The stands are buzzing, faces painted, and the energy is electric. And guess what? Sim is making a play of its own. They are covering the cost of all sports passes for every student. So pack those stands, unleash your inner tiger, and get ready to roar in the Sim Zone. Visit sim.com to learn more. Go Tigers.
As one of the leading estate sales companies in the area, Metzger Property Services has decades of communal experience between their qualified real estate agents. Metzger lists and sells all types of real estate at auction or private sale. Whether it's agricultural, residential, commercial, or developmental, there is an agent with the experience you need working for you. For sales or acquisitions, private or auction, give them a call and find out the many benefits of buying or selling real estate at auction. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon, generation after generation.
Get all the big stories first. News Now, Warsaw.
Warsaw, fans still hanging around. People still getting their pictures taken. A couple of the Tigers had to limp off and get treatment, which is not good news. But otherwise, it's been a great night for Warsaw football. On a perfect night for football, Warsaw 21, Mishawaka 13. Hopefully that puts some demons to bed for especially the defense, because the defense played out of their minds tonight, and that was great. It's time for the play of the game, brought to you by Havrilla and Nolan, LLC, attorneys at law. Call Felicity and Carrie with elder law questions and for assistance securing Medicaid. Havrilla and Nolan, 121 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at hnllc-law.com. Andy gets to pick the play of the game, and he's got a couple good ones to choose from.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to. We referred to this earlier. Maybe it was off air, but if we don't get that fumble, who knows what Mishawaka does on that to carry out that drive? Even if they kick a field goal, it's a completely different game. And typically throughout the year, it's been an offensive play. But today, and just talking to Chip, the public address announcer, confirmed it, and I thought it was. But Cohen Heady's strip fumble on that play turned into that touchdown drive at the end to put us up by 8, and that's a heck of a defensive play from a defensive playmaker, and that's our play of the game.
That happened with 6:43 left to go in the fourth quarter at the Tiger 46-yard line.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the moment where they fumble the ball, we get it, we go in and score, going 65 yards in 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go up 7, and the kick is up and good, and that makes it 8.
Yeah.
So many of the things that went wrong the last 2 Fridays went Warsaw's way tonight, and it wasn't luck. It was because they made it so.
And we talked about this too. It just felt different tonight. We went that, and again, this is not a knock on the kids, because again, I'm a coach as well. It just seemed like there was just another gear tonight that we just maybe were missing the last couple weeks, especially last week. And I think we found it this week. And just hats off to the offense, hats off to the defense. The defense carried the day today, holding a pretty potent Mishawaka offense to significantly less total yards than they're used to getting. And I think that paved the way tonight for the W.
Well, since you brought it up, Mishawaka averages running the ball 322 yards per game tonight, 236. And they had 280 yards of total offense, and they normal average 373.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's 100 yards. That's the length of the football field,
yep.
And frankly, that's the difference in winning this game or maybe going to overtime again.
That's correct.
Warsaw wins 21-13. I have scores, and one of them will stun you. We'll give that to you next as we wrap up here on the postgame show on News Now Warsaw.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and DuckDuckGo because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Oz Schroeder will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Oz Schroeder in Warsaw today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm your neighbor. You see me at Optimist, you see me at church, you see me at the grocery store. I'm just a regular guy with a law degree who has the know-how to get you the win. I'm Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. With millions of dollars won for clients, call me. I'll give you my personal cell, and we can start working together. The initial call's always free. I handle all types of injuries, falls, crashes, defective products, and more. Call me today, Travis McConnell, your personal injury lawyer. Just say, hey, Google, look up the law office of Travis McConnell. Office, Warsaw.
Browers Furniture and Flooring is the largest furniture and flooring store in Kosciuszko County. Browers' expansive 55,000 square foot showroom offers a stunning selection of luxury furniture and premium flooring. Whether you're looking to revamp your living space or simply add a touch of class, explore the finest pieces that combine style and comfort, and find the perfect flooring to complete your dream home. Open Monday through Saturday, Browers Furniture and Flooring, 3333 East Center Street in Warsaw.
Don't miss a play this fall with affordable and reliable fiber-fast internet. With Surf Fiber Fast Internet, you will enjoy uninterrupted service for streaming the big game, watching highlights, or cheering on your favorite teams. Enjoy ultra-fast speeds and free installation for as low as $25 a month with AutoPay. No data caps, no contracts, and no hassles. Experience front-row action from home with reliable internet from your local provider. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas. Go to surfinternet.com to learn more and for full offer details.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and on the News Now Warsaw app.
I have scores to finish up. Full credit goes to our good friend Steve Scott back at the radio station. He got all these for us. There's just no way for us to do it. He does it as part of his job while our game is going on in between commercial breaks. Steve is back there doing it, and he's really good at it, and we really appreciate it. And here's what he got for us. In the Northern Lakes Conference, Concord 49, Goshen nothing. Northridge 44, Wawasee 15. Not a lot of surprise there. No. Here's the game. The two games of the night, of course, is this one. Warsaw beating Mishawaka 21-13 and knocking them out of the conference race. Northwood's out too. Plymouth beat Northwood 14-10. Concord and Plymouth still have to play each other, by the way. So wow. That's going to be something. That's going to be really interesting. But again, Plymouth beats Northwood 14-10 at the Rock Pile. They're going to be salty when the Tigers show up next Friday night.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do you think Concord still has to play Plymouth?
Can I look that up real quick and just confirm that for you? Because
if so.
They had games left. Concord's games were against Plymouth, Wawasee, and Goshen, as I remembered. But just so, because I already messed up once on the broadcast, I'd like to not mess up a second time. Yes, they go to Wawasee, and they have to go to Plymouth the last 2 weeks of the regular season.
Can you imagine how up Plymouth's going to be for that game to share an NLC title, potentially?
That's exactly right. Now, Plymouth's got to play Mishawaka next week.
Sure.
What's going to be their frame of mind after coming down here and only scoring 13 points?
Right.
So there's that. But still, that will be fast. Next week's games will be fascinating. Of course, we're going to the brand new Andrews Field. No, it's the same place, but they got a brand new field, and it's turf, which I've seen pictures. I know they have it, but I want to step my foot on it because I never in my wildest imaginations thought that a place like Northwood would have field turf. But they saw all the stuff that everybody else, all the reasons everybody else has it, how much they save in mowing and gas and paint for lining, and they don't have to worry about it during the track season, and the softball team and the baseball team can come out here and take ground balls, and they don't have to worry about it. If it's rained, it's wet, but it's never puddles. It's just wonderful. It's worth every cent.
Well, their baseball program and softball have turf as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
So we'll be up there next Friday. We'll start about 6:10. Actually, we go on about 6:13, but don't tell anybody. And kickoff is at 7 from Andrews Field, where we will convene once again with Steve at the station, and Austin doing stats, and me and Andy. And for all of us, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I am 100% sure you enjoyed the outcome. Warsaw stuns Mishawaka 21-13. Stay tuned. Bob Lovell is coming up next. Good night.
You've been listening to another great sporting event on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM. For more on Tiger sports and to hear archived broadcasts from throughout the season, go to newsnowwarsaw.com and warsaw-tigers.com. Follow Roger Grossman on Twitter at Roger Grossman1. This broadcast is a presentation of News Now Warsaw, a member of Kensington Digital Media of Indiana. This is Kosciuszko County weather from meteorologist Matt Rudkin on News Now Warsaw.
Hi, everybody. Hope you had a great Friday. Looking really nice as we push into the late evening and overnight. Temperatures tonight fall back into the 40s with mostly clear skies. For your day on Saturday, sunshine, blue sky, low humidity, high temperatures in the mid-70s. There's your forecast. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'm Matt Rudkin.
Right now, it's 55 degrees.
Get breaking news and weather alerts on your phone. Text the word news to 574-268-1480. News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259BJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Goshen 49-0. Then we have Tippecanoe Valley 31-14 over Western, and Hamilton Southeastern takes down Nosville 28-21. For Network Indiana Sports, I'm Landon Coons.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
At Beck's, we stand up for the things that matter most. Our faith, our independence, and helping farmers succeed. As the largest family-owned seed company in the U.S., we believe in the integrity of remaining an independent family-owned seed company. Since our founding in 1937, we have continued to produce quality products backed by a quality family of employees and dealers dedicated to serving American farmers. And that's something to be proud of. Beck's, founded in faith, forged in America. For more information, visit beckshybrids.com.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I've been a Paws and Claws customer for over a decade. I always shop Paws and Claws for my dog. The ladies at Paws and Claws were always keeping an eye on quality by only stocking foods and products with the safest and healthiest ingredients for my dog. Now, the ladies have retired, and as a customer, I can tell you Paws and Claws has been a gem in this community. They've special ordered and stocked items for my pets, offered loyalty programs, as well as advice from their decades of experience. They even carried heavy bags to my car. Thank you, Janet and Debbie, for loving our pets for 39 years. I'm so excited to share with you that Paws and Claws will continue serving you and your pets as before. Stop in and see us at 1801 East Market Street in Warsaw. Your furry, feathered, fish, and reptile friends will thank you. And as always, thank you for shopping local at Paws and Claws.
Stay connected to what's important this fall. With Surf's affordable fiber-fast internet, you can stay connected to friends and family with unlimited data caps, no throttling, and no lagging for as low as $25 a month with AutoPay. With our all-in pricing and price lock guarantee, there are no hidden fees and no surprises. And as a local provider, with customer service representatives from your community, we understand your needs and are here to help. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas. Go to surfinternet.com to learn more and for full offer details.
The heat waves of summer are coming to an end, so before the boat gets put away, get your fix at Streetside Detailing, your #1 stop for all your vehicle and watercraft needs. Being a certified boat detailer in North Webster, fix that fade or remove those unwanted water spots before storing for winter. They do paint correction and ceramic coatings, as well as giving your boat that like-new shine. Keeping your boat sealed and protected is key to the survival of one of your favorite long-term investments. Mention you heard about them on the radio and receive 10% off. Give Streetside a call at 574-265-3650.
Parallel type of show. No one does what we do. No one did what we've done. When we started it, we were kind of by ourselves. We were at about the same time that ESPN Radio started. We had started this show, and so we're fortunate because all of you take the time. Once you go to the games, I know the routine. You go to the games, you watch your teams, which you should, and you cheer on your guys and do things the right way and be good sports about it. Then get in your car, turn on your local radio station in your community, and listen to us. It's been going on for 31 years, and frankly, it's a beautiful thing. And it's fun. 31 years, a long time. I'm not going to, I think all of you kind of recognize the fact that I'm not that young anymore. So we're having fun. I'm going to have as much fun as I can for as long as I can. That's always been my mantra. It's always how I live it. It's what I do. But we're glad you're here on a Friday night. Now, Landon Coon, scores. We got scores coming. We got them rolling in, correct? More and more scores.
They are rolling in, Coach. We do have a few more to report here, actually. #1, Brownsburg takes down #12, Zionsville, 66-28. So that's a pretty high-scoring game there.
Yikes.
Some other new ones we have. #10, Columbus North takes down Bloomington South 32-14. #14, Carroll, 31-10 over Homestead. And looking down the rest of my list here of the other new ones, I feel like I may have said this one already, but if I didn't, #20, Martinsville takes down Perry Meridian 41-21.
How'd my Quakers do? This was the tough. See, that's the tough matchup tonight because Plainfield versus Franklin. I think everyone knows I'm a proud Plainfield High School graduate. I don't want to give the year, but my 55th class reunion was last week, and I wasn't able to make it. And since I graduated, my wife and I have lived in Franklin. Our daughter's a Franklin Community High School graduate, and proud of that. So the Plainfield-Franklin matchup is extremely important to those of us in the Lovell family.
So we do have a final. Plainfield is victorious over Franklin Community 34-13.
Well, okay. That's why this is such a hard game. I think everybody understands that's not an easy game. So my congratulations to the Quakers, and my congratulations to the Cubs. They played hard, didn't win. So that's what we have coming up. Now, in case you want to send Landon a score he might not have, what's our how do we do the Twitter? What's our X address?
So
it's at IND Sports Talk # IST. Is that it?
Yes, that is correct.
How about that for a memory?
Yeah, IND Sports Talk on X. You know what? It's still Twitter. Everyone still calls it Twitter. I don't think I've met a single person that calls it
No,
X.
I understand.
We're on Facebook as well. You can find us there. Send me stuff. Anything that I have not talked about, anyone that's out there that needs scores.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you were at a game and you have a highlight of a huge play, send it. Send that video. Send that to Jace, okay? Send that to us. It's fun. And we probably need to spend more time on our social media outings. I mean, we're relatively primitive, and even me at age 73 recognize that we're primitive, but it's kind of a generational thing. I'm involved in it because I need to be because of the show. Do I send? I text family members and friends. Beyond that, I have a Facebook account. I haven't posted anything on it in like 3 years. I try to be as private a person as I can.